Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. A hazy shade of winter. Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. A hazy shade of winter. And the sky is a hazy shade of winter.
Who wants to do the recap?
I volunteered today. Okay. See if I can get the voice.
I'm ready.
So yeah, this I made it a bit longer than the message I sent. So
okay.
let's see how long I can keep it going unironically. Okay. Previously on Rime of the Frostmaiden. After our ragtag group of adventurers had some close calls at Arl's abode, they managed to escape the pursuit of the giant eagle Iskra on Angajuk's back. Yet it seems Big Smile will never truly be able to escape the Icy Queen, as he is savagely tortured by her in his very dreams. The snowdrifters make it to the continent, only to discover from Tariq that the Regheads are at war, and their battle is a bit too close for comfort to the elusive ruins of Yithrin, as we will learn later. Then they ride, all the way to the massive camp where the Sadiq and Kalb tribes have united. We see some familiar faces, such as Dalim Phazian and Amar Khan, but the faces of the Kalb are new. Dalim Hamad Najim Al-Dubar, the bear in Bathi, of the Quab, runs the most populous Reged tribe of them all. Yet the united Sadafa and Lahab tribes, with help from werewolves, 2 young dragons, Mufti's dark power, and Avarice and company, will give them and the Sadiq a run for their money. We learn this information after our heroes interrogate a war prisoner in a sunken pit at the bear's request. Her Reghead resolve was no match for V's ability to reach into mind and soul. Additionally, we learn that the Kalb tribe is so large it requires subordinates to the Dalim called Sadars. We meet 2 that stand out: the pale-skinned Sadar Katala, the daughter of the bear, Al-Shabah, as in Bathi, and Sadar Yusuf, a red-hooded figure. Sahir Mayani is the next to me. Among her coven of Sahir, the snowdrifters have a vision. A crack in the glacier that leads to a place called the Caves of Hunger, perhaps more perilous than even the Isle of Solstice. Images of cold, desolate chambers flash by as we see a twisted figure, the Sadafa Dalima herself. And then we have our first glimpse of Yithrin, ruined, slightly tilted, illuminated only by a sickly light. Later in the night, Sapphira goes to a ritual site with large glyphed stones. She invokes the spirit Dalima Amira Sapphire, who rests within the Jihad Kala. The spear teems with energy as the glyphs illuminate, and a gale of rainbow aurora light sweeps those nearby away, as only Sapphira and the spear remain when it dies down. Then later, the snowdrifters retreat to rest. And after resting, they must hurry to make it to Yithrin first. But will they stay and fight in the war, or descend into icy depths to ensure that Avarice and her gang don't do it first? Find out on today's episode of Rime of the Frostmaiden.
I
love it.
Perfect. When you were reading that, I had to say, you said all of the words perfectly, right? All of the bothy reggae words. You know what's crazy about all that shit? I just made all those words up. They're just nonsense.
It's just not.
It's just a bunch of nonsense words, but like, well, some of it's like real Arabic and stuff, but most of it's just like a bunch of fucking nonsense, and they all mean something. You know, it's
No,
kind
that's what was funny about like Dragon Ball Z recap. There would be all these funny names for things, but the dude would say it with such conviction.
so serious, so serious.
Yeah.
I love it. That was great.
Do they have names in the adventures for you, Jay?
No, the Reged aren't the same at all in the adventure as they are in this world. They're way more lame. Way more lame. Way more lame. They're much cooler here.
Also,
but yeah.
Gio, do you do audiobooks?
I do not know, but I do like audiobooks.
Yeah.
So.
Well, every night I need to call Gio, and he's going to read me The Lord of the Rings. So let's see. Where do we start?
Where do we start?
Okay. So we get we're getting another cutscene this week. The title sequence, fade to black, right? Only this fade to black is in a fucking whirlwind of like a furious blizzard, right? And we can see from a great distance the Frostmaiden herself standing atop Grimskull, her enormous eagle sort of resting and, you know, moving its wings around behind her. And surrounding them on all sides is a savage blizzard. It's the Frostmaiden's seething fury incarnate. Clutched in her grasp is the codicil of white, its pages sort of rustling in the biting wind. I have to pull my thing. Those mortals will not end my reign. I may be weakened in this form, but I am still a god. I am still the icy grip of winter. My wrath will be known. And with a sinister black talon, she sort of points towards a specific sigil that's inscribed deep within her ancient text. And she pulls away from it, and with it, there's like a thread of blue sapphire magic, right? And her voice dripping with malevolence, utters an incantation. And as she does, it's like Saruman when they're up in the mountains or whatever. Her voice is like echoing throughout the land, being carried by the blizzard itself, right? She will say, after incanting, she will say, Korgra, awaken and heed my command. Kill the mortals. They must not make it to my collection. Kill them all. And deep within the bowels of a remote and frigid mountain, a gargantuan yeti lay dormant. A gentle flurry of snowflakes flutter into the chamber, whispering to the beast. Stirring from its ageless slumber, the colossal creature awakens in the cavern's darkness. Korgra, the king of the Yeti, releases a thundering, earth-shattering roar. And now we sort of fade out from that. One thing that I do want to mention before we get started in earnest is that I think when you guys met because I was kind of rushing the end of the session, when you guys went to meet with the Sahirs and you had all those visions or whatever, I think they would have told you where they believe the entrance to the Caves of Hunger is. So I want to pull you guys over to the map and show you where that is. Because I don't see why they've been having visions of the place. I don't see why they would know. So shift ping, there it is.
Can we see that? Can we see a handout of Reithrin since we technically saw it, but I didn't want to like look up pictures? Ah, come on. That sounds so
No,
dope.
you will get one soon, but not don't look it
All
up.
right. I didn't want to look it up because I don't want to see a map, but it's
I
like,
got you. I got
that sounds
you.
so cool. All right. That's
Yeah,
fair.
I'll got you. I promise you'll see it soon. Before you make it to the city, you will have your own vision of it. Okay, so do you guys see where the Caves of Hunger is? Way up there, sort of parallel with Revel's End, almost.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so we, fade out from the cutscene, and we fade back in. It's night, right? And we sort of, I think from this one, we sort of get Sonar's point of view, right? So we can we see Sonar first, just sitting crisscross and hovering in the middle of the tent, right? And he's meditating, but he like senses something, and he turns over, and he can see that there's this obviously dead Reged warrior, right? That is not of the Sadiq or Kolb tribe, who is standing over Gabar with like a dagger or something, or probably a kinjal, right? Is standing over Gabar with like a kinjal, and Sonar barely has a moment to say like, Eldir! And we need to get into combat. So here's the map. Let me put up the, what is it called? Turn order? All right. I need everybody to just roll initiative.
Nice big smile.
Can
Plus low
Eric
count
control my
alacrity?
character for the time being? Maybe roll
I'll
my
do it, but I'll do
initiative?
it. I'll do your character, but can Eric take Valen? Did I do the Shield Guardian? Yes, and then Sonar. Okay, now I will remind all of you. Oh, did I roll for the Revenant yet? No. Okay, I will remind all of you. Well, yes, what are you saying?
I was gonna say, is Sapphira in this tent or the other tents? Would I get that plus
This
3 or
tent,
not?
yes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So here's the deal. I will remind you that you guys have not finished the day. All right, this is only like, Jesus Christ.
What
This
the
is
fuck?
Nat 20 plus gift of alacrity plus
Jeez.
Sapphira's
The aura.
aura.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
yeah.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
That's fuck
Take
boy.
alert just for shits and giggles.
Let's go.
Well, unfortunately, you're surprised. But the only ones who I'll say aren't surprised is Sonar, and the Shield Guardian will have time to react, I think. And no, I think Gabar's still surprised as well.
It doesn't really matter because you're fucking rolled so high, but you wouldn't have Gift of Alacrity right now. It's only the first 8 hours of the day. So when we start,
Still the night
the first
before.
8 hours of the adventuring days.
Yeah, he still would have beat out everybody anyway.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, regardless, surprised. Oh, you don't have armor. You can't sleep in your armor, so nobody has armor on. And no one made any effort to mention that we were taking wet watches, and I assume that you weren't because you're in this big ass fucking ragged camp. So,
Fair.
all right. Well, if that is the case, then what is his name? Marland. Let me look up what his name is.
It is Marland.
Marland.
Quartermaster Marland something.
Amaranth. I want to know what his last name is. Just because that's for me.
Marland the Revenant.
Yeah, it is Amaranth.
Amaranth. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So it's his turn.
Whoa,
First.
Black Betty.
And he's standing over you. And as you sort of open your eyes, you don't really know what the fuck is happening, Gabar, until you hear him say something. A voice that does not belong to this Reged warrior, right? Say, "I got you now, you filthy gnome." And he's gonna like try to kill you. And I think the first thing that he's gonna do is he's gonna have advantage. But you are awake, you're not unconscious when this happens. So think he's gonna hit you with he can do 2 of these things, right? Yeah. So you need to make whiz save.
Okay.
Yep.
Magic effect.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, I have advantage then. Cool. Wow,
Okay,
that's not
you
great.
failed. So you are paralyzed.
That is
Um,
unideal.
You
As
get
you-
the.
Good.
Do you have the aura in that? Is that going to help?
Oh, yeah, I
You
did
do
not
have the
factor that
aura.
in. So it's 16 it's plus 3.
That beats it.
Hey, there we go.
Thank you.
That beats
Spyro.
it. Alright. So, make sure that's on shuffle. There we go. So in that case, his eyes sort of flash red, right? And you get this welling up inside of you of fear, right? But you're not paralyzed. He will, however, stab down into you with this kinjal, and some of your life essence will be absorbed into him. So that's this one. He has advantage. 26 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, 15 necrotic. And you need to make a con save. And you do get the bonus of the
Yeesh.
all right, so
Ouch.
that is a reduction of your hit points.
Oh man, that's gonna be all day too.
Well, it's technically still the same day. This is the same day.
Oh, so okay, so once I finish this long rest, I'll
Yeah.
get them
You,
back.
you will get them if you live, you motherfucker. All right. So, that is. Oh, and 1 scimitar attack. Jesus Christ, this dude's nasty. All right, so he gets it. I'm gonna use scimitar, but it's actually I'm gonna reduce the damage because he's using a kinjal. So, 20 to hit.
Yes.
2 plus 4, 4, 5, 6, plus 6. So 12 total.
Ouch. Down to 17 hit points, just like
All
that.
right. So he will strike you once, right? and we get this sort of anime thing where the blood comes out of your mouth in slow motion, right? As you sit up, it echoes for a second, and he will rip the dagger back out. And now you are not surprised anymore. You're not surprised. You're not surprised. You're not surprised. You're not surprised. Sonar's not surprised already. Oh, what is he gonna do?
Press the oh shit button.
Yes, he is. He is definitely gonna do that. So let me make sure this guy's not immune. He's not. Oh man, Sonar's about to fuck this guy up. Wisdom save. Oh, maybe not. Oh man, he's really good. Yeah, he beats it by a mile. Okay. So Sonar will lift his staff up in the air and be like, Sahanin Munbo protects us from darkness. Away with you. And he'll slam down his staff, and this blinding light will sort of emanate out of it. And most of you have to cover your eyes so you aren't completely blinded. Whoever's awake now. But it doesn't seem to work. So he's just going to come up and pop him on the head. Oh, damn. He misses. He does bop him, but it doesn't do anything. All right, that's Sonar's turn. Illican's no longer surprised. Shield Guardian. The Shield Guardian is very confused, but he is going to check it out. So he's going to 5, 10, and he's going to use like his action and stuff to just lift up the tent. He's just going to pick up the whole tent, lift it up to
That's
see what the
helpful.
hell is going on. So now this whole tent is just like in the air as he's holding it up, or like one whole side of it. As the ropes that are holding the shit up is snap and stuff, and he just like lifts it up to investigate. That's the Shield Guardian's turn. Next in the order is Big Smile. You are awakened now.
Important question. Is this my tent or is this the Reghead's tent?
No, this is the Reghead's tent.
Oh, thank God. I will move into position and say, "Oh, watch your 6 there, kid," and start flurrying a couple blows at this guy.
Huh?
16.
Ooh, let me. I don't have his. That hits.
7.
Okay.
And I'm going to burn a key point to stunning strike this guy.
That is the stunned condition.
Oh, can you do that?
We're about to find out. He is immune to stunned.
There's
That's
just
weak.
nothing there to get no
Ooh.
like liver that I can really palpate. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
I kind of ate that. Sorry.
Yeah, fair. I'll go again. Oh,
That hits.
14, and I'll burn another key point and do flurry of blows for 2 more.
Okay. Hit.
21, 22.
Ooh,
All right, I'll just
consistent.
give you a total here.
Please.
14 plus 11, 25.
Okay. You start beating into him, right? And you're like dodging and ducking. He hasn't even turned around to notice you. Maybe you get him one good time with the gut punch as you like try to stunning strike him. And
Yeah.
he just sort of turns over towards you and gives you this evil stare with these red glowing eyes, and he will slowly turn back towards Gabar.
Little help here, boys.
It is now the Revenant's turn.
no.
Marland Amarant. And he almost immediately heals back all that damage that you just did to him.
What?
Not all of it, but most of it.
Damn.
Yep. And as his body begins, stitching back together, I think in my mind it happened immediately, right? You would like punch him and you punched a hole through his fucking body and he pulled it back out and it just healed back up and he didn't even notice you. So now it is time for him to do the same thing again. Can you do that?
And that still happens even though these are like magical attacks too, Jay?
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right, let's go. Fuck me up.
Okay. He can just do it again. He will say, "You die today, Gnome," and his eyes flare. I need a wisdom save.
All right. Well, I'm gonna burn my port in 18 just to
Okay.
because I don't want to
You
fucking
you
be paralyzed
succeed.
right now.
You succeed. All right, now he's gonna hit you with the life drain. That's a 10 to hit. Well, you're still prone technically.
Yeah. I'm gonna
So-
burn a shield then
Okay,
to make it
okay.
miss. But yeah.
Okay, it misses. It misses. All right. And now, what is your current AC?
It'll be 18.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have killed you if you failed the saving throw.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Wow.
All right.
That
Here comes
would have
this.
sucked.
He
Oh, I
is
didn't make
trying-
that. I didn't make that saving throw. I made the saving throw for the. Oh, because the
No,
okay,
no.
yeah, I see what
Yeah,
you're
no, for
saying.
this one.
Yeah, sorry.
For
I
this
see what you're
one.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then he's gonna hit you with the dagger again. This is gonna be reduced damage. So let me do the total here. Well, he does hit with a 26.
Mhm.
Okay, so that would be
24. I'm at 5 hit points.
Oh, no, wait. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 13.
20.
20.
Oh no, I am down.
You're down.
I'm unconscious.
Fuck.
All right. He stabs into you and turns the kinjal, right? And you like consciousness leaves you. And he
This douchebag.
rips the knife back out and a evil smirk curls over this Reged's face, right? And he's not done either. He's gonna finish the job. So you better hope that you succeed on this next save because it's your turn. Make a death save.
And don't fuck me. Hey.
All right, that's a
Oh, that was
success.
close.
All right, Sapphira, your turn.
How much lay on hands
I
you got?
realized I was muted. Well, I'm gonna go right up to this guy over here. Is it possible if I can is it possible to move Gabar out of the way a little bit?
He's standing over Gabar with the knife. You have a feeling that if you try to rustle Gabar anymore, he's just gonna drive the knife into him.
That's fair. I'm gonna stand I'm also gonna stand kind of over Gabar. As
And give him
I
some lay on
will-
hands so he doesn't die.
Oh boy.
Or
I really
well,
should.
somebody else could do that. Sonar's definitely going to do that on his next turn, I think.
Yeah.
But
I
if
was
you
gonna
want to
say,
get
I
enough
probably
health to
should,
survive a
but-
hit,
Yeah.
Fuck. It's just the fact that Leon has is going to take an action, and attacking is going to be an action too.
Well, decide
everybody
he's
can
going
do
to.
damage.
I'm just
not
gonna
everybody
fucking
can heal.
slice at him with the crystal
all right.
edge.
Let's get it.
Do I get a do I get
No.
flanking?
You do not. No.
Sorry,
Oh,
buddy.
Yes.
That's
You
my
know what?
fault.
Screw it. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay. That
Here
hits.
we go. Second level smite.
Okay, good. Good.
4 dice because he's a revenant.
Yep, he's undead.
Oh, that's 68 then. Ooh.
Or 4.
4.
Oh, 48?
It's a
That's an
second
extra
level,
D8.
so that's 3 plus the extra one, which is 4.
That's my bad. I
okay.
apologize.
That's okay.
15.
Okay, that's fine. You as you slash into him, right? You realize that this wound isn't stitching it back up. As your holy sort of energy washes through him. He angrily snarls at you this time. He's pissed.
That's good. I like
Okay.
that. That's
Is
my
there
turn.
anything else you would like to do? Okay, cool. He will after you slash him, he'll look over towards you and evilly sort of snarl, and he'll say, "I'll kill you after the gnome." And it's now Quintus's turn. Quintus, what would you like to do?
If I don't kill you before that happens.
I will come out of the tent. I guess I gotta go through this way. So that's 20 feet. And then, okay, with the tent being lifted up, I can kind of slide under.
Yeah,
and
it's
grab
lifted up, but
Gabar.
comically high enough to where it's
Yeah.
not a big deal.
All right, I'm gonna do a medevac. I'll be back to help in a minute. I'm gonna put a blink back spot right here on the ground with my bonus action, and then dimension door myself and Gabar 200 feet away from here.
Oh my god!
Yes, thank you.
All
Get me
right,
the fuck out of here.
all right. I'll put you guys in the top sort of corner up here. Okay. All right. So you snow and what is it? Ice crystallizes
we
over you and then
completely
shatters.
like we're locked in a glacier, and the glacier shatters.
Fuck yeah,
and we're gone.
Cool. All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all my actions and movement and stuff.
Okay. It is now Valin's turn. Let me see what she's got. I think she's just gonna go with the tried and true magic missiles. Can you hit that for me, Eric?
Also, if she's got a chill touch, she can turn off his regeneration too.
Is that how that works? It's
A
any
creature
healing?
affected by chill touch can't regain hit points. End of sentence.
I don't think she has that though. Which is weird why she doesn't. She does. Well, it's already off for this turn, but we'll keep that in mind. Let's do it. 11. Okay. All right. He takes some more damage from the Valin's magic missiles. Next in the order is V. V, what do you want to do?
I would like to. Wait. Gabar's out of there now, right?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, cool. Then I'll bonus action. I will hex him.
Mhm.
And then I'll hit him with a just regular firebolt.
That is a 13 to hit, which misses, unfortunately.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, and I'll say you made your way out of the tent as well.
Also, what's that for Hex?
Strength.
Strength, yeah. It's if you do anything else, you're not min-maxing your character. Or there's a really, really strange circumstance that comes up. Okay, that is all for V. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Sonar's up. He will be like, "Where the fuck is my air dare?" And I guess he will.
He says that.
I guess he'll just lift his staff into the air, say something to the effect of Sahimi Moonbow, guides us in darkness, and Kablam Moonbeam.
Fuck yeah.
So that's gonna keep his shit turned off unless he moves out of it, which he will probably, but that's all Sonar can think of. Next in the order is Illican. Illican, what would you like to do?
Okay, so the shield guardian is still holding up this tent, yeah?
Correct.
Is there enough room for a snow leopard to slip in there?
I would say so, yes.
Alrighty. Then I will wild shape into a snow leopard, and then I will pounce and use the claw attack.
Okay. So like over here? Oh, you're gonna get in the moonbeam?
Oh, yeah, the moonbeam. Hold on. I'm trying to get an angle.
You can go there, or you can go down here too.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's fine.
Or I'll just make your
Okay.
token. Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Computer froze. There we go.
I want that sweet flanking bonus up ahead of me there.
So let me read pounds real quick.
Well,
It's a DC 13 strength saving throw.
oh yeah, you could go north to flank with Sapphira.
If it's a saving throw, that won't matter, I guess.
Okay, and what are you doing? You're pouncing on him?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm also doing an attack, so yeah, advantage this way. And then all right. So he has to make that strength save, and then I'll do the claw attack.
I think it's a hit first. You have to roll a hit first, right?
Let's see.
Yeah, if you
Yeah, it is- yes,
charge at
it's-
somebody
okay.
and hit them with a claw, then they're gonna make the save.
If I hit him. So
Yeah, you
advantage
miss.
21.
Oh, you have advantage? Oh, because you're flanking.
Yes.
Yes, you are flanking. Yeah, so yeah, you
Why
can
we do it,
you,
baby?
You can hit, yeah.
There it
Now I need
is.
to make a strength save, right?
There it is, yeah.
Okay, he's really good at those.
Not good enough.
Not that good.
Yeah,
he
no,
fails.
Oh, no, you already used your
Alright.
bonus action.
He's prone.
Okay. He gets knocked prone. As you like recoil back out of the moonbeam, your fur sort of smoldering from the intensity. That's your turn.
That is my turn.
All right, next up is a shield guardian. He is going to take the tent and hurl it.
That's the right move.
And then he is going to 5, 10, 15. There you go. He's going to move over here. So the tent is no longer an issue. And he's going to just punch this guy, I guess.
Apparently, I can also bite him as a bonus action.
You
Well,
wild shape that turn.
The wild. Oh yes, thank you. This is why we have you, Brendan.
All right. So he's going to hit it 2 times with his fist. Is he flanking at all? No. Okay, the first one's a miss, but the second one is a hit for 11.
Dude's prone.
They both hit for Jiminy Christmas. A lot of damage. He's bloodied. He's bloodied in one turn. All right. Next in the order. Big Smile.
The hex that VF that makes him have disadvantage on strength, did he like burn that when Illican tackled him?
Oh
or is
no,
that, like,
it lasts forever, but it's strength checks, not saves.
Gotcha.
So if
Okay.
you want to grapple him,
If you want to grapple him, yeah.
No, I was thinking Fist of Unbroken Air, but if he's prone, I think I'm just going to take some normal swats at him on the ground. Maybe just like curb stomp this guy. As
Yeah.
he's being...
Although, if you grapple him right now, he can't get up.
Oh yeah. You could just stick your foot into the moonbeam and he won't ever be able to get back up. Unless he breaks your grapple as an action. I love that. That's what my fighter does and I try to do in
Yeah.
Eric's game.
And grapple only counts as one attack.
Yeah. So you can punch him and then try to grapple him. And then he won't be able to get up from prone.
Okay, let's do that then. Let's get one good kick into the
That hits.
chest area for 7.
That hits.
And then my strength isn't that great actually.
Well, you got good athletics, right? You're proficient.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll make an athletics check then to try and
Okay.
like wrestle him into
Keep him
submission
down.
with my boot. Yeah.
Keep him in the moonbeam though.
Yes.
Okay. Let me get something to beat. So go ahead and roll your athletics check and let's see what I get.
Ooh.
Okay. So I have
Uh.
disadvantage on an athletics check. Disadvantage.
Courtesy of B. Thank you.
A 6.
Oh, so
He's fucked. Yeah, as you he maybe he tries to get up, right? And you're like, no fucking way. And you grab onto him and you're like on your knees holding him in the moonbeam as his fucking face is melting off and stuff, like floating up into the air as it's like melting off of him. Yeah.
sweet.
All right. It's now his turn. And a bunch of stuff is about to happen. Like a deck save, right? Except he can't make those.
Or con.
It's a con save. Okay.
Oh yeah, Moonbeam is calling.
I always forget that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. By a mile. But he still takes half damage, right?
For what? It take half.
8. All right. And that was radiant damage too, so he doesn't get any healing on his turn. Next turn. And good God, he can't do anything. He can't even get up. All right, but to break the grapple, that is his whole turn, right? That's his action, right? Oof.
There is also some cheese, depending on how you rule it, where you could take one attack to use a shove action and push him out of the grapple range.
No, that's lame.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let y'all do that. So I don't think I'm gonna do it. Damn, man, he's pretty fucked right now. But he doesn't care if he dies. What can he do? He's gonna break the grapple. He's gonna try to. So he's gonna roll a strength check with disadvantage. 14. You need to beat that. Jesus. All right, he's toast. Literal dead guy toast. Gabar, I need a death save, please.
Oh,
That is
nice, baby.
another success.
Same way.
Same roll. All right. That is Gabar's turn. Sapphira, you're up.
Sapphira is going to. Hold on. Yep. Sapphira is just going to flank with Big Smile over here.
Why don't
Get in
you
the
take
moonbeam.
Wait, don't-
Moonbeam? Okay.
Don't go in there. You're already flanking.
Things we
Yeah.
do for advantage.
Yeah, screw it. I'll go over here.
Right
It's all
here.
for advantage.
No, exactly where you were is where
Yeah,
you want to
were
be.
in the
You
spot.
didn't-
Yeah, because you'll be
yeah.
flanking with
Yeah.
Illican.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
That's why I
Okay.
moved
Yeah,
it
there you
now.
go.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
There you go.
I am so sorry. I
That's
am
okay.
going to do some crystal edge attacks.
Let's get
At
it.
advantage this time.
Oh,
Okay, I don't
yeah.
really
there
need to
you
roll advantage for
go.
that one.
That hits.
I'll do
That-
advantage for that one.
Yep.
18.
Okay. That both hit.
All right, I'm going to smite third level again. Not
Oh
third level,
god.
second level.
Second
again.
level on the crit.
So that's going to be 86,
88.
88. Oh my gosh!
my
Fireball
God.
damage, baby.
No,
That's a cone of
more.
cold damage.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's 35 radiant. And
Plus
then
8, which is 43. Plus
How do you wanna do
7,
this?
which is 50. Okay. Sapphira standing right over here slams the thing down on his head
yeah.
and straight up just slices the cranium in half.
Yep, it happens. Blood splatters on everyone. As this, and it's like thick, like dark, like been dead for a long time blood too. Because he's like undead. And everyone gets splattered with the sticky corpse's body, and there's sort of a whirlwind of wispy sort of smoke or something, and it just sort of disappears into the ether. Quintus, are you trying to save your friend Gabar?
Yeah, my plan was to bonus action healing word and then
Run in.
make sure he's good to go and teleport back.
Okay,
But-
I figured as much, and I reckon that would still happen because you're 200 feet away. You're not sure
Yeah.
what happened.
I just
so
show up
you-
like, oh, okay.
Exactly, and I just wanted to make sure Gabar was stable, so we can. Gabar, you come back to life with some hit points, and we are out of turn order.
At 13 hit points.
Huzzah!
A bunch of
alive.
reged like come running in to like investigate, and they're speaking Vothi at you.
The fuck was he doing here? I thought. I thought it'd take him fucking longer to get back.
And I run up past after all, kid.
Oh fuck me.
You all right?
He's like got like a gaping chest wound that's like kind of just starting to heal up a little bit, but I'm still only at 13 hit points. I'm not all right. I'm just gonna look at you and be like, no, I'm fucking awful. I'm awful. This fucking thing's still after me, and I'm fucking almost dead, and he almost fucking killed me.
All right.
you got?
Now we know not to take any location for granted.
I think we're gonna have to keep our head in a swivel from here on out.
I really didn't think he'd be back so soon. I knew he'd be back eventually, but fuck, that was only like 10 days.
You just have a way of making friends there, don't you, kid?
There's
Fucker should've
now
stayed dead.
a bunch of reged that are surrounding you.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast
Pointing their
tongues
spears.
and start like pointing out this guy's obviously been dead for weeks. He's not he's not a Kolb, he's not a Sadiq.
Okay.
I just making sure they know we didn't just murk one of their guys in the middle of the
Yeah,
camp.
well, obviously he's not a Kolb or a Sadiq. So even if they don't quite understand, that does sort of go over well. So I think you can be handling that while everybody else sort of does what they're doing. Well, is there anything else? Speaking of which,
Maybe we get the shield guardian to bring that tent back. That was a pretty good one.
Sapphire will put 15 HP into Gabar with lay on hands. I know we're going to a rest right after that, but you know.
yeah, and you can't recover past what he took away from you until you take a long rest.
Yeah.
So will I come back at 44 or 29 hit points?
Well, in the morning you'll have all.
Okay.
that.
All right. Yeah. Fine. Cool.
All right. Well, after Quintus sort of gets the situation sort of figured out, you might actually end up meeting with Katala, the what do they call her?
The ghost.
Gabar. Yeah, Shaba.
Al Shaba.
Yeah. You might end up meeting with her. And she talks real cool and is real edgy. But she's like a Sadar, so she can, she's like the leader at night. So she'll set up you guys getting into a different tent. Because the shield guardian sort of tore that one apart, honestly.
Yeah, moonbeam ripped through the roof.
Yeah. So they'll get you set up with a different sort of tent situation, and you guys can get a long rest if you so wish. That's the plan.
Think so, yeah.
Everybody gets a long rest.
I think it takes Gabar a little while to fall back asleep.
Well, you guys are. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say we should keep Sonar. Make sure you keep an eye out with the Shield Guardian there. We gotta watch our backs here.
Maybe we reintroduce alarm to our nightly routine.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably a good idea.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Valen will add that she feels bad. She should have just did the dome. In fact, I think she might do it this time, actually. She just felt like it might be safer and not as taxing on her. So, but it's fine. She'll definitely do it for you guys. But okay, before the dome actually disperses in the morning, you guys will sort of be roused a little early, a little before your, time to wake up, because you will note that a lot of the camp is being broken down. There is, people, all Reged warriors all around you arming themselves. And, you can definitely hear, like, you can see that there's a bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a rush. There's like, they're like
People are moving with purpose.
Yeah, they're like marching from place to place in lines, and there's arming each other with spears and stuff. They're like really like getting ready for fucking war, and they're packing, doing their packs and stuff. But you guys are woken up like at the crack of dawn. And you're more than welcome to start your day, whatever you want to do.
So what's the plan here, team? Is it just mad dash to the glacier or what?
We just leg it until we see a big wall of ice.
As soon as possible, we must ride.
Let's make sure we get there first. That seems like priority number one. Quintus, you're gonna be okay with the oil for a little bit?
Gonna have to be.
Did we confirm how much we got? Was it 10?
Yeah,
17?
see, so you haven't gotten any yet. You have to get them this morning.
That's what we got to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I also want to add that you never reported back to the Deleems about what you interrogated out of the lady. I don't want to linger too long on this kind of stuff, so we can just sort of take it in short vignettes. So what do you guys want to do while the camp is being broken down before you guys head out?
I'll go over to Gabar and I'll say, "Were you able to sleep at all last night?"
Not really. No, not after, I got a fucking knife in my chest.
I'll
But
toss that to you.
yeah, no, I'll be fine. I've worked off worse conditions. But no, I slept like shit for the rest of the night. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Just want to say we have a long day ahead of us. So if you need to rest up for a little bit, just
No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just want to get this. I want to get this day over with. I want to get this whole fucking life over with at this point. Get to the Reged Glacier and get back to my fucking normal life.
so do I.
Nate, you're echoing. Hello? All right, we're
You're
good.
good.
Better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
You were echoing real bad.
Oh, my bad. Oh, it
If-
might have been reverb.
Yes, that's what it was. Okay,
good
cool.
now.
So, what do you guys need a refresher on the things that you need to get, or you guys will remember?
We'll spin oil.
And then report to the Deleems about the interrogations. So the oil first, I guess.
Sure. So you guys can sort of make your way in whatever amounts, however many of you want to make your way towards that. You will go up to a sort of area that is currently packed with people. And you will remember that this is a section of the camp, sort of centrally located, where a lot of artisans are, who are making stuff, and as well as where they were making these potions or these oils, right? I want to stress a little bit that we are, sort of out of game, heading towards, the end of the adventure. This is a sort of shop. These artisans have like all kinds of different shit. In fact, let me pull up a list of all the things that they have. In case you want to stock up on some stuff before you guys never have a chance to go to society again.
Do they accept gold?
We will have to see. You'll have to ask. But
Barter town.
Let's see. Nope, that's not the right one. This is the right one. Okay. They have pikes, spears, short swords, scimitars, shields, leather armor, hide armor, rope, snowshoes, coats, haraths, which are those Remoraz thumpers, torches, bedrolls, backpacks. They have 4 potions of healing, 2 greater healing, and the Wolfbane oil and the Wolfbane potions. You will have automatic access due to Aldubar sort of dealing it out for you, that you get 10 Wolfbane potions and 5 oils.
What's the difference between the two?
The potion, you drink it and it's a poison, but you are immune to the effects of like lycanthropy. So like if you get bitten, you can't contract it. And the oil like makes your weapon magic. Basically, I can't remember. But it's like what they use to fight lycanthropes.
Yeah, like
wasn't
the
like a
lycanthrope.
+1 to attack against lycanthropes or something.
Yeah, and I
Yes,
think what if you coat something in it and the lycanthrope bites
it
it or
becomes
whatever?
the bite. The potion
Oh
makes
no, that's the
you
potion because they try to like bite and your blood will like
burn them.
burn them.
Yes, and then
That's
the oil makes your item magic, and it gives a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls to werewolves. So you automatically get 10 potions, Wolfbane potions, and 5 oils. This is also the area of the camp where off to the side a little bit is the Axebeak pens. You haven't talked to anybody about that, but you thought maybe that would be an idea, or just take the dogs. It's up to you guys. But how do you want to handle this?
Let's take all the Wolfsbane for sure.
I think rope and healing potions are a must-have.
I agree. I'm taking a greater heal potion. How much are they?
What do you got?
Gold.
That's all you got?
I mean, if they take it, yes. If not, I can find something.
You approach this sort of ragged woman, right, who looks kind of like Karlak, where she's like, kind of beefy, and like tall, and she is not impressed with your gold. She'll take it, but she'd rather have something of use. And you sort of get that idea because she only speaks Bothy, so you have to like, she's like talking to you real slow. But you have no idea what she's saying, but you get the idea that she doesn't want your gold unless you have something, if you have something better.
Would anyone else like to try?
Your soap. It's not like we've been using it.
Got a fancy silver cup.
Ooh, okay.
How much be like, okay, Quintus, you want to see if you can barter this away in their tongue? Or maybe you can convince them to give us one of those potions of healing for it.
Do you have a gold piece value for this fancy cup?
No, but it was a silver cup. I don't know how much it's fucking.
Where did
worth.
we find it?
Trying
It
to find
was-
my notes.
Yeah, where the fuck did we find it?
Oh no.
I just have fancy cup written down.
Was it in
Okay.
East Haven when there was the looters?
I key searched the word cup in my notes, and the last thing in my notes that says cup is Howleth uses a cup to scoop up something.
Yeah, I don't have anything in mind about where we found it. I just
Okay.
have fancy cup, so I don't know.
Well, let's roll like a luck die. Pick one even or odd to get what you want.
Even.
Okay, so on an even roll, it's of equal to or more than value. It's a 5. What did you say?
I said even.
Yeah, okay, so it's not worth
Damn.
it.
All right, so it's not worth shit. All right, bummer.
She
Sorry,
offers you
thank
like
you.
she offers you like a short sword or something, you know. And she's like, this is good for that.
Kabar, did I give you a light crossbow once upon a time ago?
Yeah, that is in the bag of holding. As is a horn of silent alarm, but we should probably hold on to that.
Yeah, Illikin has his like giant horn, but doesn't feel right to give that away.
Got
have
a
a
double
s-
crossbow if anybody needs it. If they need it, I don't know.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
you want to try to
weapons are
offer
probably the most useful shit
Oh,
that
wait.
we can offer them.
They really are, yeah.
Wait, hold on. He has a diamond.
No, you want to keep the diamond.
No,
Yeah,
keep the
no,
diamond.
that's-
Yeah,
Get rid
keep
of
the
that.
diamond.
The fuck are they gonna do with a diamond?
Yeah.
The
Well,
They
diamond
can make a
is
really
useful
nice
to us.
ring.
The thing is, they can recognize the value in gemstones greater than they can of gold.
No, but yeah, it's only one diamond. Yeah, we know what we're using that for.
Do we have some way to
Um,
make fire? I have a tinder box that's probably pretty useful for
We have a
that.
Yeah,
drone.
we have produced flame.
Yeah.
You put out the tinderbox and she scoffs.
Oh,
And
she
pulls
doesn't
out
like that.
she pulls out 10 of her tinder boxes that she's
Oh.
offering up for sale.
Can I pull a potion out of my coat pocket and look at it for a second and be like, that'd be really bad. I'll stick it back in.
So savage.
All right, we got
Alright.
anything?
Yeah.
Stuff I have to
I-
offer is soap and a lamp. Those are at least useful. And
I
I don't know if they
will
can
allow-
use werewolf blood to make alchemy ingredients, but I collected some of that back when I got bit.
That's not gonna help them, but I do like the other two things. Why don't you make a persuasion check? Okay, I was gonna say if it's greater than 15, you can get the greater healing potion, just one.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so those are a lantern is not something that they have very many of. The only steel craft that they do is for weaponry, and their little haraths. So
Would
Yeah,
a very fine crafted crossbow with some bolts get me a healing potion?
what is the where's the very fine crafted coming from?
It's from the elvish blacksmith in Bryn Shander.
Oh, cool. Yes, yeah, that is of value. Why don't you make and what do you want from it for it?
Probably a regular healing potion would probably be worth that. Maybe.
Make a persuasion check.
All right. I'm still trying to get a roll 20k.
Yes.
Actually, not loading for some reason.
Yes, I can make the roll for you. What is it? Persuasion? You got a natural 1. Sorry, I should have rolled weird.
It's okay.
She needs something else on top of that.
Thing to spend a sorcery point when you fail an ability check.
Oh, I do have that ability.
You gonna do that?
Can I spend a
Brendan
sorcery
just
point and
says-
try it one more time?
Yeah.
Brendan has all of our character sheets memorized somehow. Oh,
That is a success. But
Oh,
I
you
do
think
want
I
to
have other
ask.
hobbies?
Hell yeah.
But I do want to ask, what is this?
the sorcery point thing.
Yeah.
I've done it like once or twice before. I'm trying to remember how I did it.
I feel like it's like you sort of grab her
oh.
head for a second and are like, "Hey, bitch, you want this?"
No, no, that's exactly what it is. I'm
Inception.
Jedi using
Yeah.
the Force.
Put
Yeah.
the idea in her head.
Yes, I love that Inception. All right, cool.
This is the crossbow you're looking for.
It sure is, and you get a healing potion out of it.
Excellent.
I think I would have something they want with my newfound ability here. I'll take all the furs off my back, the jacket, my cold weather clothing. And
Oh
put that
yeah,
on the table.
very valuable.
If that'll get me the greater healing potion.
Well, she's like, I don't know. So we all see as like this whole time you've been like, where the fuck is Tariq? Tariq comes back with his pack that he's been carrying with him, and he throws down like a stack of pelts. And because like yeah, I guess he's just been skin and bones and stuff, like actual useful reged shit. He like throws it down on the table, and because he wants another thumper as well. So he'll ask for the thumper with his communication, and then what did you want? The other grader?
The greater. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you advantage on a persuasion check. Unless somebody else wants to make the check.
I really need this potion, Big Smile. Can I give him an inspiration?
You can.
Okay, give him guidance.
Yes, you can.
Oh.
Wait. What is it? D8?
A D8 and a D4.
And a D4. Okay.
So 16.
Hey, that's enough.
Wow,
So,
all my friends around me, yeah.
Don't fuck this up for us.
All right, so the other greater healing potion is yours, and Tariq gets his thumper. Is there anything else you guys want?
Does 10 crossbow bolts for 100 feet of rope sound fair?
Sure.
Yeah, I think this one's got your name on it. I'll toss Gabar the greater healing potion. Wait, is that a good idea? Yeah, probably, right?
Probably not, but sure, I'll take it.
I mean,
most everyone else has healing abilities, I guess. So
He's gonna he gives it to you. That's what he wants to do.
I take it. I pocket it happily.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only other thing I think that we can try to barter, I have a crossbow and crossbow bolt, but I don't know if we can get anything worth it for that.
Are the thumpers like expendable? Like if a Remora's can't comes, you have to like drop the thumper in the ground and then it just attracts them and we run away, right?
Yeah. So they are reusable, but you got to go back and get it. Yeah.
I like if we're not going to use that crossbow and bolts, it might be worth having one more thumper as a get out of jail free card.
Tariq has 2 now.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like if we're trying to get there as fast as possible, like
or we can use it to maybe lay an ambush and draw Remoras to an encroaching army. I don't know.
That's true. I mean, we gotta move fast?
I mean, could I barter the crossbow and 17 bolts for one? Okay.
Yes. This is not for like the healing potions, which are of like greater value. This is all like mundane stuff. The thumper, they're called Haraths. It's basically like a fishing reel kind of on the side of this wooden stick, and on the top of the wooden stick there is a clapper kind of thing that drives itself downwards, and you just crank this thing, and while it loops backwards it thumps the ground. And it's all what's the word? It's like not magical, practical. It's all practical.
Well, that's fun. We've got to do a shopping episode in a while. I think maybe we want to check in with the Dalim, just let them know what that prisoner said, Sapphire, and then we should make tracks.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
And you're gonna make tracks with the dogs?
I mean, if we have thumpers to burn, maybe it's not the sketchiest thing.
I don't know if that would be I don't know, like if we can dismount, lay one, and then get away before the Remoras eats us.
What do you think, Tariq? Is it too sketchy? Someone, Quintus, get there.
Tariq does not want to use the dogs.
Yeah. Okay.
If like your guide is suggesting that you do not do that, but
I
if
mean,
you're like, fuck them, we got to do what we got to do, that is what it is.
If we're not using the dogs, that means they aren't either. So we'll be no further ahead.
Well, we got to beat them.
Yeah, I mean they're a
They got
whole
a
army on
two-
foot
I
though.
was gonna say we're
But they're 2 days ahead of us, if I believe.
Yes.
But the Dalim said if we go out just ourselves, not the whole army, we can catch them in 3 days, I think I had in my notes here.
That sounds pretty close. Yeah.
Takes a 10
Without
day
the
to
entire
get
army.
there.
Yeah,
like if
just
we go
you guys.
just the drifters and at all. All
Yeah,
right,
We
so-
could also beat them there too, right?
Well, let's
Yeah.
let's do a little thing here. You guys are up here. And Jesus, I have to zoom out. The caves of hunger are all the way over there. So if you guys make a straight shot, that's sort of, let's just call it 54 miles. If you are traveling by foot, that's half a mile a day. Give or take, because Tariq is guiding you. So that's gonna take fucking forever. But if you take dogs, it's 1 mile a day. Or not dogs, or whatever amount.
Yeah, I think we try and get axe beaks if we can.
The axe speaks attract the Remoras, Tariq.
No, not as bad. It is more
Yeah,
likely. It is still more likely than on foot.
It's
But
middle ground between walking and dogs.
that's right.
You said 1 mile in a day?
Half a mile for walking. So
Mile
100
an hour. Or
An
half a
hour.
mile an hour.
Excuse me.
Oh,
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, it's still gonna take
Christ.
8
over
a
10 day
Yeah.
if we walk.
Yeah, all right.
So they're gonna beat us there if we walk.
Let's get some axe speeds then.
If
What do we have
they're
lifted?
a 10-day away.
How attached are they to these axe beaks?
We don't know.
Is
You can
platinum
either
any
there
shinier
is
than gold?
there is 2 trainers that are dealing with the axe beaks right now, and they're starting to divvy them up. But there's also the Deleems. If you want to go above their heads, it's up to you guys.
Yeah, I think maybe we fill in the Deleems on what we heard from the prisoner and, use that as our in to ask for axe beaks.
You do the talking, Quintus.
Before we do that, I'm gonna walk up to Quintus and I'm gonna just be like, oh, I just want to try something very quick. And I'm gonna kind of put my hand on his knee for a second, and I'm gonna focus, and an arcane sigil starts to like kind of emit from my hand, and you see it starts to draw, and it comes into a shape of a eagle. Eagle. Yeah, spirit animal fucking shit happens as I cast enhance ability on you, and you have an advantage on charisma checks for the next hour.
Yo,
First time he's had some modicum of composure since the werewolf bite.
all right. You guys want to approach? Oh God, I'm sorry.
To the Deleems then?
Sir. All right.
All right, screen wipe. You will know that Sadar Katal, the Shaba, is leading a small group of scouts. So she's like busy. She's probably almost already left, or like currently about to leave. The Fazian is staying. He's leaving with the next group, but Al Dubar is leaving today with a bulk of the army. And then what's his name's the Yusuf, the other Sadar, he's staying behind. He's more of a political kind of guy, anyways. But you like approach them as they're getting ready or whatever. I don't need to do a whole scene. Just what do you guys want to what do you want to happen?
Yeah, we had got a bit distracted last night, so we'll just fill you in on ancient artifact crafted by Sahiras with the ability to call on Shai al-Dalim.
They're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's nothing. Doesn't ring a bell at all. Okay. That's why the other tribes are helping a tiefling.
What? Like they're like, what do you like, what do you mean? Call upon Shai al-Dalim. What does that mean? Like they're like bewildered.
I don't know, but one, the other regads probably aren't going to get it, and two, the person who is going to get it is going to be way worse with it, whatever it is. But yeah, the other stuff is just normal information. Leaders are in the center.
Right.
Fewer number of stuff they already know.
Okay. Well, they will sort of converse amongst themselves, just trying to understand the gravity of what you have just told them. To you, it's like, okay, fucking big whoop, like we got other fish to fry. But to them, this is like you just told them, hey, Jesus is coming back. And you know what I mean? Like they're like, what? The rapture is here, basically. You know what I mean? And they're like kind of what's the word when you're in like religious awe, that kind of feeling, you know? So they after recomposing themselves, they sort of nod and the Aldebar will be like, we must not let them reawaken Shai al-Dalim. Something like that.
I'm grateful you see the renewed urgency we found ourselves moving with. And that's why we need to borrow axe beaks, because if we walk, they're going to beat us there.
Make a persuasion check. Okay. They will agree to your terms. They will tell you that they have 14 axe beaks in total. How many do you need?
How many can an XP carry?
So
or can we use them to pull the sleds?
So yes, Tariq sort of advises against a bunch of sleds because again, that sort of goes against another reason why. Like the reason that the axe beaks are cool is because they usually move in herds and they have enough of an irregular sort of pattern to them. It's not a bunch of thrumming feet all moving at the same time. You know what I mean? It'll be enough, it's sporadic enough to not just draw in Remoraz. But that same thing with the motion of the sled. It's just a steady, if it's a bunch of steady, it's going to attract something. But if you guys need to pull around a sled or two sleds, maybe, that is possible.
I think maybe we get one axe beak for a sled.
Okay, so you need two axe beaks to pull a sled with shit on it.
Okay.
But each of you can ride on one if you want. I mean, Gabar can probably ride on one with Sonar or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was even going to say, can Gabar just be on the one of the ones that's pulling the sled?
Sure.
Like how V used to do.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be on one of those two.
Maybe not, because Sonar needs a ride too, and then you would need another.
Could he be on the sled with the Shield Guardian?
Well, what sled are you? So establish with me what you want, and I'll tell you if it works or not.
So Shield Guardian and Sonar on a sled with me on one of those axe beaks. Then everyone else would be one to an axe beak.
Yeah, because maybe V and Quintus could do two, but everybody else is either 7 feet tall or a literal rock.
Yeah, that's true. I would say that that's fair that you and V can be on one together.
So that's 1, 2, 3,
And we also
4,
need
5,
Valen.
6, 7, 8 total axe beaks we need for this.
Woo! That's pulling into their. That's over half the amount of axe beaks that they have. All right, make me another. No. Here's what I want from you, Quintus. I'm gonna turn this into a tiny bit of a skill challenge. I want a separate check to convince me that you need to take over half of my axe beaks.
There's two ways this goes down. We cut off Avarice and her crew and beat them into the Yithrin and stop the slow choking of this region that this winter has been doing. Or we don't beat them there and everybody starves to death over the next year and a half.
Okay. And what kind of check would you like to make? Intimidation.
Probably like honestly deception, like
Okay.
maybe overblowing it, like
Okay.
hyperbole.
Okay.
I still have Eagle Splendor.
You do. Okay. They are convinced. They are very convinced that you should take 8 axe beak. And in fact, I think probably Fazian will personally guide you over towards where the axe beaks are and personally take care of assigning each of you to them. Just real quick, like everybody that's going to be driving one, I need you to make an animal handling check, just real quick.
All right, I guess I'll be one.
Do I still have to do those?
Is Quintus going to drive or is V going to drive? Because I think you guys are sharing one.
You got more experience driving axe beaks, honestly. But I mean,
I'll give V advantage. I forgot about that.
yeah.
I'll give whoever I'm in the cart with guidance if that helps.
Well, you're going to be riding
Are
on
you-
your own. You're on your own.
Quinta or V, what was your axe beak's name? Like Hunter or Ranger? or
Ranger.
something?
Ranger.
Or Ranger
Okay.
Over with the bad guys.
All right. So Illican, you do great with your axe beak. If you guys want, I think it'd be fun if the Reggae have names for them in Bothy, but you guys can come up with whatever your axe beak's name is. But just you have the English translation of the of the Bothy name for it, you know.
If I give some coaching to Gabar, can I have
him
him
advantage?
roll again?
Sure.
I'll try and talk your axe beak down
All
a
right.
little bit. Oh no,
It makes
I know
sense
he's
'cause-
small. Don't be afraid.
I'm so used to talking to squirrels.
Oh yeah. I would have given you advantage regardless, actually.
Oh, okay, all right.
In that case, I forgot about that.
Oh,
Oh,
not any
damn
better.
Your axe beak does not fucking like you.
It sees you as prey.
I knew there was a problem when they gave me shit for brains for an axe beak.
Yeah, my own.
Yeah, you got your own one too. So I'm rolling
I
animal
will
handling.
roll guidance on this one.
You can.
First off,
Okay.
guidance.
Let's guidance. Okay, you're fine. You're
Okay.
fine. If you got over a 10, you have a relatively good relationship. You're not used to it, but you know, it's like the horse at the petting zoo. Like, sure, you can ride it around, but like you're on your own riding this thing. So
It keeps doing that thing with its head where it clearly doesn't like you.
yeah, yeah.
It doesn't like you, but it tolerates you.
Yeah. So I think other than that, I guess Valen will have one too. So everybody basically gets their axe beak. So let me understand how this goes one more time, and I'm gonna write it down. Oh fuck, Valen got a 19. Nice. Okay.
Killed the axe beak and raised it back.
Oh my god. Fucking
okay.
terrible.
So who has their own? I know Big Smile
Oh,
has his own. Illican has his own.
I think everybody but V and Quintus have their own.
Quintus and V share one. Gabar, you're on the one that has the sled. There's two on a sled. So you're on one that's carrying the Shield Guardian and Sonar.
Right.
All right.
We need two X-Beaks to drag the sled?
Hmm.
Okay. I can be on the other one with
Nah,
Gabar.
they're pulling the weight. You should honestly, Gabar shouldn't be riding on them. It's like driving them from the sled. You will have your own.
Oh,
X-Beak.
driving from the sled. Okay.
Yeah.
It's only because I weigh 15 pounds.
Yeah, I'm just letting it slide because it's not that. It's like having a pack over its back. It's not a big deal. But you are a whole ass giant.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Okay, so then so the Shield Guardian and Sonar are on one. And then who else we got? Sapphira
Lane has her own.
and Valin. And who's the last person?
Illican?
That's everybody. Yeah, I got Illican. All right, that's everybody. Oh, Tariq. Does he have one?
Oh, I didn't count him. So that'd be 9 total.
Oh God. Well, he rolled a natural 20, so it's fine. Okay, and Tariq doesn't need to roll a check because he already knows how to ride an X-Beak. All right, very cool. So we got that set up, and you told the Regeds about the impending sort of doom. Is there anything else you guys want to do in camp?
Did you say you want us to give names to our X-Beaks?
Yeah, do you want to? You can name your X-Beak whenever you want.
Yeah, I got a
Ranger
name.
2.
Yeah, Illikens will be called Alria.
Alria.
I looked up the wind in Arabic.
Perfect.
There it is.
Yeah, dope.
Sapphira's gonna call hers Gwen.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
Oh, fuck.
Sentimental.
Big Smalls will be named 1, 2.
1, 2. Oh, like the punches.
Excellent.
Nice, dude. Oh man.
That actually is really good. You're like, it's like when you get an old ass dog from the pound and they went their whole life by being called something. And you're like, nope, your name is now.
Maybe Illican's was actually named what he called it. That's why he got a
No,
23 on the
yeah,
animal handling check.
Elegance really
Yeah.
is that. He actually asked the guy, what's this thing's name?
Yeah, Fauzian informs him. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, Fauzian told you guys all of their names. I meant for you guys to pick out a name that the Regeds named them, but you're like, nah, fuck that. This is my dog now. Okay.
What do you mean prickly Pete isn't Arabic?
All right. Well, if you guys don't have names yet, we can come up with them.
No,
later.
I call mine Fen Pipe.
Cool. V, you got one? Oh,
Me
Quintus and
have the same
V
one.
share one. That's right.
You're driving. You pick the music.
That was fun. Those are good names.
Oh, her Valin's one is named Salma. But that's like it's real. It's real. That's what they've been calling it.
That's up to Reeks.
You got anything, V? You can sit on it for a minute if you want. The name that
Me and
actually
Quintus have the same one.
I know, so he said you name it.
Oh, it was Ranger 2.
Hmm.
Or yeah.
Ranger 2. Cool. All of you now call your X-Peaks what you call them. And we will begin our journey. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
We got
Can we
Sorry.
trade any of those wolfsbane oils for potions? How attached you guys are you? How attached are you guys to a +1 on attack rolls against werewolves?
They're in
Doesn't hurt.
dire need of both of these things, so I will require a persuasion check.
Wouldn't mind.
Yeah, but maybe like do a 3
You
for
can-
3 or something.
Oh, sure.
Like, yeah, give away 3 of our oils for 3 potions.
Yep. Done. That's all the potions too. Oh no, there's one more greater.
Or the wolfsbane potions.
You want the wolfsbane potions?
I thought it was the oils.
Yes,
I thought
then
the
yes.
oils were
Yeah,
what
like, can we trade the oils for
Yes.
potions?
I-
Oh
I-
yeah. Wolf.
I understand.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't get that at first though. They need those. They allotted you 10 that they could afford to give.
Okay.
I can give you. You can have persuaded them to trade 1. I'll say an extra 1, but I don't know if they can do the 3 for 3 thing. They like gave you what they have in excess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For free. So you're trying to like give it back and be like, hey, can I get the more shit? You know what I mean? So they can give you another 1 in tradesies.
So 5 oils for another single potion.
No, just 1 oil, 1 potion.
Yeah,
Do
so now we
any
have
of
11
us,
potions, 4 oils.
4 oils, yeah.
Do any of us know alchemy?
You don't have the time. All right.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you got a workshop in your back pocket?
Is there anything else that you guys would like to do in the Reged camp?
That's right.
All right. You guys mount up on
Oh,
your
Sorry,
please.
I'm gonna gabar it up for a second. Can I try to track down some fish beer for the road?
Fish shots. Fish shots.
Investigation check or some sort of charisma 1 if you want to ask around.
Yeah, I'll
Big
Uh,
Smile would
okay, I'll do-
maybe ask him with you if he.
Yeah, I'll just
All right,
do
you can have advantage. You can have
persuasion.
advantage.
All
All
right.
right, you can have advantage. All right, so you are told where it is, right? But and you would have to. It's like it's in like what kind of containers would they bottle it in? It's in some sort of bottle form, I reckon. So you can sort of grab a bottle without anybody sort of noticing if you wish.
Yeah, I'll snag a bottle for the road.
Yeah, no problem. That's done. All right,
Done.
anything else? Alrighty, you guys will begin your journey. Now, you will get 8. How do you do the thing where you move the token with the?
While you're dragging the token, right click. And keep dragging it.
Ah. Okay, so you guys can get like something like there in a day. Is that the plan?
We
We
couldn't
can't see
see
it till
where.
you're done.
Yeah, how many
How
miles
you
is
place
it?
it.
Oh,
I'm so
there,
sorry.
yeah.
Yep. Okay.
That far.
Yep.
That's 8 hours. If you guys want, you can do that thing where you make Constitution saves to see if you can stretch it.
We should do at least one.
Yeah, we should try and push for
Yeah.
at least 1 hour every day.
Okay,
I
cool.
agree.
I will handle that when we get to it. Let's do a normal day of travel. Are you guys ready?
Do it.
As will ever be.
All right. There's my travel encounters. Here we go. Okay, so I don't know why I'm doing 4 successes before 3 failures. I don't know if that was my original thing. That's where we're at now. The DC is still the same. So let me hide my dice. Okay, let's see if you get any encounters today. You do. Let's see what kind of encounter. Weather. Okay, so while you are traveling, it begins to lightly sleet. So the snow is sort of cutting at you. How do you guys want to handle this in a series of skill challenge? Like in a skill challenge? And it starts to happen like in the afternoon, like in the late afternoon.
Big Small would kind of like hunker over 1-2 and try and use like my survival skills to keep us like true on this path.
Okay. Yep. Make a survival check. No problem.
That is girl 1-2. Stay true. Stay true.
You guys can add anything to make it more dire also. Like you can narratively, I just don't want it to be a blizzard. That's the only thing. I'm avoiding a blizzard. So anything that has to do with the weather that makes it worse. Could be sleet, could be like, I don't know.
That's if the check fails.
Yeah. Like a fucking hail starts coming and pelting you guys. I don't know. Like make it up as you go.
All right, I'm gonna burn one of those enhanced abilities and try to. I'm just gonna give myself bear's endurance so I can just get hit in the face with sleet and just like tough through it.
Okay.
Like con check kind of thing.
Okay. Sure. I'll allow.
Just
con with advantage, I guess.
Okay. Con with advantage. Ooh, that's not great.
That's a failure, unfortunately. So even though you are doing fine, like you're managing, but your pace is slowing, right?
Illikin, I guess we'll do some animal handling. He'll try to maneuver his axe beak in a way so that it like he tries to pull up the reins and experiment to see if he can get it to like tread more lightly.
Okay. Make animal handling check. That's a failure.
That's a failure. He doesn't quite get it.
Oh, guys, if you make one more failure.
Saphira is going to. First of all, can I cast guidance on myself?
Yeah, for this, sure.
All right, and then can I like pave the way? Like pave a good old like pathway through the snow towards where we need to go. Just kind of like pass my way through using athletics.
Okay, all right, I'll allow it. Let's get it. That is a success. 2 successes, 2 failures.
I just forgot what I had.
It's starting to look kind of dire.
Just a little.
Yeah, you guys are not doing so hot in this sleet storm.
Keep up.
That's good. You want to try that?
Yeah, it's
like encouraging words. Like a
what was the
persuasion check.
thing? Yeah, I was looking to see if I could do that to keep the axe beak calm.
Okay.
While it's, getting pelted by hailstones and things are getting loud as they hit the frozen ice.
Yeah, sure. All right, I'll allow it. Okay, that's a 3rd success. We need 1 more. And I think we're down to V.
Oh boy. Can I do some kind of like a dex check to try and dodge out of the way some of the bigger clumps of hail?
Sure.
All right. This is +3 for a dex check. That's a 10.
That's a failure. All right. So there is 2 ways that we can handle this. And I believe it's either you lose travel time. I can't remember how much. Or you all gain a level of exhaustion. I
We
can
need to
figure out.
We need to get there pretty quickly, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I think
it's
we take the exhaustion.
Yeah.
I feel like taking the exhaustion.
all right.
We
so-
don't have time to burn.
All right. So see, I knew that this was gonna come up. That's why I gave there was two options. Because I was like, why wouldn't they just take the exhaustion, lose it the next day? This is why, or like this is why you wouldn't just like lose travel time. All right, so everybody gets a level of exhaustion, and we get to nearing the end of the day. Do you guys want to push it for another another hour?
No, I don't think we risk
I
it
don't
now.
think we can now. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you make it to the end of the day, having traveled through a minor storm in the afternoon. It's still going. Go ahead, Will.
The 27th today.
Thank you. I actually have all that written down. So, yeah, you're right. It is the 27th. Now, nearing the end of the day, the storm is still sort of going, but it's on its way out a little bit. Do you guys want to camp for the night, eh?
Yeah, Valin, if you can get that dome up, that might be the best bet for us.
Do you guys want to try to find a more secluded area to camp in, or you just want to pop it right where you stand?
Milliken will do a little scouting, search for something.
Make a survival check.
You got it.
If there's anything Tariq would recommend, this is his territory.
You can have advantage.
Oh,
Okay.
I had a disadvantage toggle because of the
That's
exhaustion.
okay. You got a crit, so you find a perfect fucking spot.
You got a
think it
13.
is- no, because Tariq gave him advantage.
Yeah, you just said I got advantage. Yeah, so.
He's exhausted.
Yeah, disadvantage and yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, so
Yeah.
oh, I would
So
have
it's
the
a flat
so
roll.
so it's a flat, yeah. So
Which is always the left roll, no matter what. So
Yep.
it's a
There it
13.
is.
So you find a relatively good spot. You feel like somewhere out there is the perfect spot, but you can't find it now. You're too tired, so you just slump down in a spot that you think. Valin sets up the dome, and you guys feel pretty safe. Your axe beaks are a little revealed, though. And you're like in the heart of Remoraz territory.
Well, if the axe beaks are exposed, then it's Remorest territory. I guess we can deal with that.
How would you like to do
Can
so?
we?
Not
'cause
if they
the
get
axe
eaten.
beaks, the axe beaks don't attract them, right? That's the
No.
whole point.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So if the axe beaks are the ones that are visible, that's not the worst.
Okay.
Gabar, you can't also make a tiny hut, can you?
I can.
Not. Oh, you can do it one more time.
Oh shit.
One more
he has
time.
one more
huh?
use of the
Yeah.
two more
two?
times.
No, I think you only have one. You have two.
I think I've only used it once because pretty
Okay.
quickly after Valin started traveling with us, and I never really had to.
That's true.
Okay.
So Big Small will think of his little Chewinga
Well,
buddy.
We got a few days of travel and only 2 domes. My idea was just if Remoraz does pop up, they don't. get eaten.
I had been planning to take Tiny Hut eventually, and I have the scroll. I just have to copy it down.
I gotcha.
Is
So
it
I
worth
can
doing?
You want to start that tonight?
I can start it tonight. Probably won't get too very
Mm-mm.
far, but
Yeah, you can probably get an hour in before it's like you got to go to sleep or you're going to be tired, more exhausted.
Goodness, do we need another dome, or are we just keeping this for a rainy day in case a Remoraz pops up?
I think because you can do it a lot faster than Valin or Gabar would be able to also, because that's something we got to keep in mind. So if we need that quickly in the glacier,
Let's keep it in the back pocket then.
Okay. I don't know where you got that information, Brendan, but I like it. So I think
well,
that
they got to ritually cast it, and he gets the normal casting time, right?
which is what?
1 minute versus
minute.
11.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. Because I was about to say it'd be cool if it was just instantaneous, but you can't do it in combat. It's like BG3, like you can click on it, but nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But okay, I misunderstood. I like the minute thing better. Okay, cool. All right. Is there anything you want to talk about? You want to do Kid Hills by the campfire? You only got like, according to my estimations, if you continue on this route, I'm not sure if I did my math right, but a total from the camp to the glacier, 7 days. If somebody wants to check my math on that, because I am fucking terrible at math.
I should have come up with a little story.
And that's if you do 8 hours a day. So you might cut a little bit off of that time.
Yeah, I got 13.5 when I calculated for on foot. So
Yeah, it would be 6 days and a half a day or something. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you can shave off some of that time and get there in the morning or something, you know?
Yeah, we might be able to shave off at half day.
That'd be great.
Well, even more than that, probably. You would get there on the 6th. Let's see, because you already failed once. So, all right. So, is there anything you guys want to talk about while you're in the tent, the dome? You have 5-6 more days of travel, basically.
Nothing yet. I think maybe once we get closer, Big Small might get a little bit more nostalgic, but we got a lot of time.
You also know that tomorrow is the 28th, right?
The
And
29th,
then-
I think, actually.
The next day is the 29th, and then the following day is the full moon.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you need a plan for Illican.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
say,
I
we've been
was
so
looking
worried
at
about
that before.
Quintus. Like, we need to figure out what we're going to do with Illican.
Does tiny hut that doesn't keep things in? That
No.
only keeps things out.
You have banishment.
Yeah, I could
Only
banish
for a
him for an
minute.
hour.
Is it an
Or
hour
no,
or a minute?
I think if
We have bear-sized manacles.
I have manacles.
A minute.
What would happen?
A minute. He can be gone for 60 seconds. You won't see his transformation.
That's good.
What would happen if Illican drank the potion? Did we talk about that already?
Mm-mm. You haven't talked about that.
We have not
V
talked
brings
about
it
that.
up.
Okay, V
We
brings
could-
that up.
We could try, but we're just halving how long
I mean,
Quintus has.
it'll only delay it for a day.
Probably not worth it if you gotta need that medicine, Quintus.
Well, I was thinking if it delays the effects, maybe it would delay Illican's transformation, and we might buy time to.
I
Some
am no alchemist, but it is possible. I cannot be sure.
I want intelligence, arcana, something like that.
There's
Medicine.
also Wolfsbane. I don't know how on the nose that name is. It's not Bearsbane.
Okay, Quintus, you don't know. Gabar, if you think about it, sort of study the potion a little bit. Thinking about what you learned and what you know about lycanthropy. This will help Quintus. It won't help Illican. Quintus has yet to transform. He is not a werewolf yet. Illican is. So it's not going to have zero effect on Illican because he's already transformed. It's not going to delay his transformation. It's not going to do anything but make him sick to his stomach. And probably burn him up on the inside. Like, it's not going to be good for him. But it's not going to help.
So it's prep.
Yeah, exactly right. It is a preventative measure.
How far into the ground do these harats stake?
Not very far at all. Maybe like a foot. You gotta beat it. You gotta sort of beat them in the ground a little bit. But once you get them wound up, they go for maybe like 10. They'll go steady for about 10 minutes.
Well, I didn't know if we could use one as a stake and then leash off Illican to one of those, and that stops him from wandering off.
You could.
I don't put him past breaking the leash either, though.
Well, that's true.
That's kind of what I was. I didn't love the idea, but
I might have something that works, but it requires Illiken's voluntary participation, and I don't know if he's going to be all there as the moon's rising.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I,
I think the
suggest
whole
you
thing-
to hang out with us for the next 8 hours.
I guess I'll say this in character. Well, whatever we come up with, I can assure all of you, I don't think I would hurt any of you, but the full moon is the one time where I can't control my urge to simply go out and eat fish.
Yeah, we can't spend a day wandering the river looking for you.
Agreed. We must think of something. I would
So-
say a strong restraint is the simplest solution, but we are bare for supplies at the moment.
Also, he might eat an axe beak.
Oh my god, he might.
Oh no.
Oh,
Such a liability. We do
Humans ain't on the menu, but axe beak certainly is. Oh boy.
We're gonna have to
Just
take
like-
watches ready to beat the shit out of him if he tries to eat one of the axe. We're just gonna have to knock him out.
I'll say he
No,
won't eat his though. He won't eat his. But the other one. So. Oh man, what do I got in my inventory? Nothing that would restrain a polar bear.
Are manacles too
Okay.
small?
The rope, but we need something. The rope might hold.
But I'm worried that Illiken might
Yeah.
shoot through said rope.
Yeah, you could just chew it. It's true. I mean, it's.
We'd have to do some like weird knot where it's out of reach of his claws and teeth.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we muzzle
What
them,
would
like,
happen
with
if
the
we
rope?
killed bear form?
Illiken would die.
No. Yes. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
He would because it's actually
It's
in
not
the
a wild
rules,
shape.
Like when he doesn't wild
Fine.
shape and turns into a bear, it's like he has his health.
We'll just have Valen
No.
bring you back.
I mean,
Valen thinks that's a funny joke.
you
Thought it
kill
was
the
a funny
bear
joke.
kill the bear.
Alright.
Take the diamond that's nestled in his fur. and then
Sonar
bring it
takes
back.
the fish wine from Gabar.
I was literally just gonna say, can we get a bear drunk?
Now
That's just gonna make
that-
him like hungrier.
Yeah,
Drunken munchies.
yeah, exactly.
I think if he has the wherewithal to voluntarily fail the saving throw on a suggestion spell, that might be our best bet.
I think a muzzle's a good idea. Wrap the rope around.
I'm just worried because, like, if that suggestion fails, then it's
But I feel like he'd have to be restrained in the bear form.
In the
So,
bear
like,
form.
So
Yeah,
big,
exactly.
big smile, and Sapphira together are probably gonna have to like wrestle him.
Wrestle the bear. Yeah.
I can probably incapacitate it.
Oh,
You.
that, yeah, that. I will consent to that, if it comes to it.
Well, you got a couple. You got a couple more days to think about it.
All right, so. Well, I think we've discussed enough for now. We need our rest.
Okay. Another idea, just before I forget. I can maybe lend you my boots. You can put a blink back spot
Oh,
in our camp, and if you wander away, you can come back.
wow.
What's the range on
yeah,
the-
what's the
500
range?
feet,
500 feet.
but
500.
it's
I mean,
better than nothing.
Eh,
how far could a bear travel in?
I mean, we're not just going to do that.
that
and
could
leave
be
you
a
in the
precaution.
night.
Yeah, no, that's a precaution.
That's a
Yeah,
backup
yeah.
plan if we hold him
That's
down
fine.
and he still gets away.
I can't wait for this. I'm really excited for that.
Wow.
I'm okay with
yeah.
that. That's a
will
good
take-
idea,
He
actually.
will take the boots when the time comes. You know.
All right. All right. Do you guys want to get a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right. What a waste of a 1 on a port and die, right?
I know it's always brutal when that happens.
All right. So I need
Maybe
everybody
you'll get
to,
2 next time.
Yeah. All right. So I need everybody to take a long rest, I guess.
Or you want to
Mhm.
arm wrestle?
Just so you can burn your low portents and
Burn
win.
your and win.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, with my strength, there's still a good chance I still lose.
Hey, buddy, mine's a 5.
Yeah.
Your strength's 5 too?
Yeah, she
What?
got
Yes.
cursed, remember?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought that
one's
was just
ever asked Valen to help you.
No, fuck
Because
that
we were
bitch.
still beefing about the crystals.
Well, how fun. All right. You guys get a long rest.
There it is.
That's decidedly not a bear, though.
Come on, Eric. We need how to tie up a bear.
Is there no easy guide?
Come on, this comes up in D&D all the time.
We also
How
have
to
like
hog tie a bear.
3 hempen ropes. Like we got a lot of rope.
All right, well, you wake up on the morning of the 28th. And you are to begin your journeys. Actually, can someone help me out by making a straight line to the Caves of Hunger, and I will follow along that line? There we go. Okay. 7, like 8. Okay. All right, so you're gonna make it like to this river by this frozen river by the end of the day. Let's see if you guys have any encounters. Okay. And what kind of encounter is it? Let me think of a scenario. I'm right on the edge of one, so you guys can probably help me. So you guys get an encounter at night. So you're at the river, and ironically enough, it is an environmental challenge. So I feel like it has something to do with either something comes out of the ice, like you have to deal with polar bears, or something, or
Ice
the ice
crab.
cracks. Oh, an ice crab. Yeah.
Yeah,
Return
there we go.
of the ice crab. I love it. So in the middle of the
Yeah.
night, you guys are like chilling by the edge when a giant glacier comes in and it starts banging on the what's it called? The dome with its claw. Oh, but before that, you guys want to take camp, right? You want to make camp, right? Are we doing the 2 dome thing or just gonna leave the? Oh my God! It's eating the axe beaks.
No.
Oh, God.
No.
Come on.
Okay, so did you put up a perfective field? Probably not, because you were saving that, right?
I would not have done my Traveler's Haven.
All right, it's about to kill the axe beaks. What do you do?
Sprint out there. Try and save
Yeah,
it.
it actually has one in its pincer, and you know the axe beak sound like raw, raw. It's like making a bunch of noises. It's trying to drag it back into the water.
Okay.
All
I
right,
thought the axe
turning in-
beaks were gonna be fine. I didn't think that a giant crab.
all right. How do we handle this?
I'll vortex warp the axe beak in his pincer back
Okay.
out of his pincer.
Make a Arcana check, please, or a spell attack roll. Either is fine. That is a success. So you teleport the axe beak out, but it reaches out its claws and tries to grab a different one.
I'm gonna try and here, boys, and try and like coax the axe beaks to like come get to shelter here.
Okay, what kind of check would you like to make? Animal handling?
Animal handling, please.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, get the fuck in here, boys. Let's go.
Okay, so the crab is still, coming after you. Now it's like, now everybody's out of the dome except for Valen, because she has to stay in it or it disappears. So now it's like a combat with a fucking crab. What do you guys want to do?
Can I just like try to desperately heal the axe beaks so they don't
Okay.
bleed out in the snow or anything like that from the wounds, and we still
what-
have them?
Kind of check would you like to make?
Either just like a spell casting one or like perception to see which ones even got wounded in the melee.
Either is fine with me.
I think I'll just do perception then.
That's a success.
Yeah, 'cause,
That's
like one gets
3
bit and
successes.
blood goes over like 4 of them.
Yeah, and you're trying to figure out which one's hurt. Okay. All right, we're gonna need one more successful check. Somebody's got to deal with this crap.
Can I try to minor illusion? I'm gonna try to be deceptive, but like try and make some yummy little rabbits sitting back in the ice, and hopefully he can crawl back over there.
Make deception. That's a failure. It doesn't believe you. Next, who's next? Sapphira?
We'll
Illican?
turn into a polar bear and wrestle it with athletics.
All right, let's get it. That would be a 16, right?
Disadvantage from the exhaustion.
We're
Oh,
not
yeah,
against
we
it
didn't-
anymore.
we-
'cause-
well,
Are we
we
technically not?
this is sort of an amorphous thing because
okay.
because it happens at night. It doesn't matter. This is like a separate mini game that happens. So yeah, I mean, a 16 is a success. So you wrestle. I mean, how do you want to just wrestle it into submission where it just leaves?
He's gonna try to. I don't know if he succeeds this time. It's really up to you. But he's gonna try to like push it on its back.
Yeah, no, you tell me. You succeeded. What happens?
All right, so he like, so you know, like as a bear, he gets like he does like the human stance.
Yeah.
And, like, uses his front paws and pushes up against it, and like this thing is heavy, but it's made of ice, so I guess it's like it's not. It's big, but it's not the heaviest it could be at that size.
Sure.
So then he kind of gets some leverage, and the big bear muscles. You see like the shoulder, like the back muscles of the bear.
Yeah.
As he just like just dumps him over, and then the crowd falls on his back and like his legs thing on like
It's like going crazy. It's trying to figure it out. Eventually it like, maneuvers itself after a minute, and it will flip over a little bit or sideways for a second. You watch it panic and freak out for a while until it just retreats back into the river. And you have no fear of it coming back. All right, so that was a success. Good job, everybody. I do want to say, did you want to stretch it another hour on this day?
Might as well for not.
Another hour wouldn't hurt. Those crabs didn't do.
Why don't
anything
everybody
to us.
make con saves?
Just gotta cross the river tonight.
Okay.
That doesn't have the +3, but
Yeah.
Can't use
Quintus has
guns
been
for this one.
desperate, so Levistus has a vested interest in his survival now.
Oh, does he? Okay. All right.
fucking love the lucky feet.
Nice.
Okay. So basically everybody succeeds. I'm not worried about anybody but the player characters. All right. So you guys succeed. You can make it another hour. Draw that straight line again. Yeah, so you basically just make it on the other side of the river.
Try to push one more.
I'll move you. I'll move you up a little bit.
Do we all make it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, everybody succeeded. So
Do we push another hour?
Oh, let me do it actually. Let's see. Con.
do you want to push it another hour?
Yeah, I mean, if we all got
Yeah.
fresh legs, might as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Illican, it's your call now because you're the one who's gonna take the hit from it.
Well,
you fail
plus
again.
3, but I forgot about the plus
Oh.
3 as well. So it's 12. Is that good enough?
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, because Quintus got the same. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I re-rolled and got a 16.
Oh, you re-rolled. Yeah. The lucky. Okay. All right. Well, if it succeeds, yeah. I mean, either way, honestly, I'll take the hit.
Okay, but you didn't. So you guys want to push it another hour?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
All right, cool.
All right.
make tracks while we can.
Fourth quarter, boys. Keep pushing.
All right. So
Okay.
I get
Keep
exhaustion.
chuckling.
No, everybody needs to make one more save.
Okay.
Oh, but you already had your encounter for the night. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. Um.
I just rolled the same. Come on.
Oh, I guess it does because it'll tell you whether or not you push on. It's a DC 10. Oh no, now it would be
11.
11.
Just go up higher.
Mm.
Higher
Damn
increments.
it.
Mm.
So now it's 11. Does anybody fail?
So
I failed.
yeah, so I take exhaustion, I guess.
Okay. So you guys probably don't want to push on past this.
Yeah, at that point,
Okay.
when our like 2 big hitters are starting to slug.
Okay. All right. So if that is the case, then we will have that thing happen at night and stuff. But before that, do you have anything you want to talk about? Tomorrow is the 29th.
No, but I will keep chugging along on the tiny hut.
Okay, you're gonna have to make a con save. And I think this is like you haven't failed one yet?
No.
Okay. You can make a con save for in an extra hour, but that would be a DC 12 now.
Okay. Can I just occasionally like shout and snap at him to keep him awake and give him bardic inspiration?
Sure. Okay, you're good.
It's all right.
All right, so you can get another hour in. But you're gonna be a little tired tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, because I'm gonna have to I need 4 more hours for this thing. So yeah.
All right. Anything tonight? Anything else tonight?
Big Smile would be outside, tarps off, sparring with the Shield Guardian. Like really perfecting his combos. Like the Shield Guardian's getting a little quick now and can.
Dope. Okay, cool. Yeah, the Shield Guardian's like learning how to sort of bounce and he's getting it. He's getting it.
Bob and weave there, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting it. Cool. All right. You guys want to go to sleep? All right. You wake up in the morning. Quintus, you have a level of exhaustion. You feel like shit. The black sort of veins that have been spreading out from your wound now consume your arm and up the side of your neck. You do not feel good at all. You feel nauseous, but extremely hungry.
Can we get moving today so I have something to focus on?
Illican also has a sort of feeling of a rising tension. You know, like you know how like that feeling where you miss the step in the dark and you're not exactly sure where it is, but you finally hit it. That sort of you know, that anxiety, it's sort of within you constantly. As you know, soon you will transform as well.
I'm also going to take some of those potions from the bag of holding just to have
Okay.
on his belt that he's constantly palming one.
All right. You guys want to have another sort of day of travel?
Yeah,
It's
let's
29th
hit
now.
the road.
See if there's any encounters today. No encounters. Technically. I will say, you guys have been traveling for 3 days. Okay, never mind. You actually don't have any encounters this day. It is a fairly regular day where, oh, you're drawing the line for me. Thank you.
I just put that on there so you can just trace
Oh,
it. As we go.
beautiful. All right, so you end at a river. Again, a little tributary. You guys want to push?
Does anyone have exhaustion?
Up to you.
No?
Just,
Well,
Quintus looks like
does.
No.
he's on day 8 of heroin withdrawals.
yeah, we might want to just press pause here. Come on.
Listen, there's too much bullshit at stake. I'm going to be on these potions soon enough anyway. I mean, I'm not going to be able to help with anything really, but I can sit on an axe peak.
Why don't you just rest up, Quintus? We don't want you more hurting than you're already going to be.
So rest.
We can stop here tonight. We make good time.
Okay.
Goodbye. Maybe that'll give you an extra hour with your spell there, eh?
That's fair. All right, I do want this spell done. I've been putting it off for some time.
All right, so Gabar, if you want, I guess you can put in an hour and then risk a level of exhaustion the next day by doing another hour if you want.
Yeah, I'll risk it for the biscuit.
Okay, so you automatically get one, but then to do the other one, I'll say it's like a DC. I'm gonna make it 11 to.
Okay, yeah, I'll risk that.
It was so worth it.
I still get that hour down though. I just have the
Yes, you
exhaustion.
do. You have the exhaustion the next day.
Sapphira in the dome.
Yeah.
Yes, Sapphira is in the dome.
You have +3.
+3 then. So that's good.
You succeed.
That's a 12. That just beats it.
Yep,
The
it
powers
sure
of
does.
Nora is so fun. Like Sapphira just there arbitrarily. Boom. You do good stuff. You do
I'm
good
just here. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
that's paladins,
You
man.
have to be conscious.
Oh God, does she have to be conscious?
Oh shit, yeah.
Hold on.
Oh.
Let me double check.
Well, shit. Well, we've been traveling for 8 hours. It's not like she's gonna like fall asleep at the 9th hour. Like we're probably.
But he's staying up into
It's
the
the
night.
10th
It's 2
hour, yeah.
hours.
2 hours.
Yeah, I think it ends when you're incapacitated, right? You must be conscious to grant this bonus.
Boom.
Yeah, so I fail. So
we-
I have the exhaustion the next day. That's fine.
Yeah,
I can deal with exhaustion for a day.
Shit.
Okay. All right. Who brought that up? Being conscious?
Quintus. Who else?
Good job.
Brandon.
Good
It
job.
was
Me.
Nate, right?
Nate?
Oh
Nate.
shit.
Take an
I played
inspiration.
a
Nate.
paladin, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Played a paladin for me, so.
All right, Nate, you can take an inspiration.
Cool.
Because I didn't think of that.
You fucked Will. Have an inspiration. Thanks.
Why'd you use portents?
Because I rolled a 4 and a 9 today.
Oh God.
9 would have
shit.
done it.
9
Yeah.
would have done
I
it.
would have done it.
Yeah, I would have done it. I didn't think about that.
Well, it's a little. We're already past.
Yeah.
that, unfortunately. All right. So we didn't risk the other hour though. Okay. All right. You guys go to bed. Is there anything else you would like to talk about tonight?
I mean, tomorrow's a day I can. Do we got something better than hoping a rope will hold a bear down or the spell?
He thinks on it for a moment. I mean, would he know how? I don't even know how he would teach this, but would he know like how to muzzle a beast? Is that a fair assumption?
Oh fuck yeah!
Like with a rope, I mean, like doing like a clever knot.
Sure.
Yeah. If you're fine with
Yeah,
that,
you're a
then-
fucking
no,
Goliath,
within
dude.
those-
Yeah.
I know something about knots, and well, I think restraining a man by tying the arms behind the back makes sense, but for a bear, it's all in, and for beasts like dogs as well, wolves, it's about getting that mouth shut and restraining the movement of the head as much as possible. I can show you all how to tie such a knot, and he will like go through it a few times with you guys, but eventually when like some of the more intelligent or dexterous ones maybe start to get it, he will then like if we have some time, right, he'll like become a polar bear, like his regular polar bear
practice.
form, and yeah, they'll start practicing on him.
Okay. Well, who wants to be the one that's like the guy? Everybody can practice, but who's gonna be the guy?
I mean, if it's an animal handling check.
I was
Big
gonna
Smile
think
will-
it was more of a survival, but on either way, I thought it was gonna be Big Smile. So, Big Smile, do you want to sort of
I'm-
be the one to like learn specifically, and everyone else can sort of help you, and everyone can learn how to tie the knot, but like you're gonna be the one that's like, you gotta whip it on this bear. You gotta like manhandle a bear, you know. So do you want to be the one to do that?
Yeah, if really can, if you're fine with that.
Well, make a survival check to see how well you can do it.
It must
in
be done.
in practice. You can have an advantage because everyone's sort of
Fuck.
okay, much better. Okay, you learn how to do it.
Sweet.
Awesome. Is there anything else you guys would like to do tonight? I feel like that did take up a little bit of time. Anything? All right. You guys get a long rest. And you wake up on the morning of the 30th.
Does my exhaustion go away, or is it still there?
It goes away. Today, you feel invigorated.
Yeah.
But you know what? You are fucking hungry, dude. And you maybe we're gonna talk about this a little bit later. I don't know what you guys have been doing for like the food situation. Have we been doing good berries? Is that okay? They're not cutting the mustard. For you, Quintus. Like, sure, it's filling, but you want meat. And I think it gets to the point, like, while you guys are traveling during the day, that like your lips are blistered or whatever, and you just sort of bite into it, and now you're like sucking the blood out of your lip. And V, you might like notice or look over towards Quintus, and you could see that there's just like freezing blood down the side of his face, and he's like sucking on it
Yeah,
like a
I'm
blood
not worried
popsicle.
about Quintus. I got my own problems right now.
Mm.
If you
The
Oh.
wheels are just coming off now.
All right. What happens when that happens? You have
You guys get the
exhaustion.
camp
That's the
1x
first
week
time
short.
that's happened.
Okay. Well, this is the bad one.
Yes.
I don't
It's
know what
actually
it
not
is.
terrible, but
Where do I? Oh, it's on the side crystal.
yeah, Crystal.
I'm looking.
The very bottom.
Oh. Oh man. Yeah, no. V.
It could have been
also
worse.
looks
Could have been worse.
exhausted.
Could have been worse.
V. While you were sleeping.
Yes.
Dreams take you. Nightmares. Right? But as it's been familiar to you, right? These dreams come and go now at this point. It's no big stress. And honestly, it's been that same sort of traumatic experience where you met Voss for the first time when he was like about to kill you, when the ship crashed. You know, that's sort of been the dream you've had over and over and over again, intermittent with other weird sort of visions. On this night, that dream does not find you. On this night, as you're tossing and turning, you find yourself in a large, icy chamber. And it's like being inside the core of a ice cube or a glacier, right? There, it's like the ground is ice and the walls around you are curved. Like when you run water through an ice, it makes like weird sort of curved shapes. That's sort of the surrounding you, right? But it's fucking dark. And before you is a massive like ice wall, right, on one side of this chamber, and it's sort of flat but has these rough sort of edges on it. And deep within this ice, you can see something is frozen within, right? Something huge and not entirely understandable. You can see it's like this black shape that maybe it has tentacles, but not like a mind flare. More than that. Let me see if I can find a better description of what I'm thinking of. I wasn't expecting this, so I don't have it planned out, but I do have it planned out. Yes. Nope. God damn it. Flat sheet of cloudy ice. Yeah. A flat sheet of cloudy ice forms one wall of this 40-foot high glacial cavern. Something dark and humongous shifts behind the wall, its tentacles waving unimpeded. You become aware that you are not alone inside your mind. Somehow, this horror from another world has wormed its way inside of you. What do you do?
But before it wormed its way inside of me, I kind of dropped out for a second. I didn't catch what you said before that.
It is this huge thing in the ice.
Yeah.
And you're not exactly sure what it is, but it has a shitload of tentacles. And it just, you realize you're not alone inside your head. It's there with you, whatever the fuck this thing is. And you're like tiny compared to its mass. It doesn't say anything. There's no communication, but you know it's like it sees you. Is there anything you do specifically?
I'll try to kind of avert my gaze, maybe find some kind of place where I can maybe hide.
Sure, you try to move away from it because you realize that you are dreaming, but you're also here, right? And as you like turn away, you see standing right in front of you this sort of ghostly figure, right? And they might be like some sort of adventurer or traveler. They're wearing furs and like a hood, you know, like they look like they're like a 10-towner kind of person, right? And their face is like locked in this scream, but they're not making any noise, and you just go face to face with this thing, right? As you're sort of getting over the shock, you take a couple steps backwards, and you realize that you can hear whispers all around you, right? Wherever you are right now, it is chock full of psychic energy, and your brain is just picking up on all of it, to the point where you can't even tune it out, right? And then you wake up. And you did not sleep well at all. You woke up and it was like 1 a.m. and you did not find sleep for the rest of the night, as you didn't get your benefit of a long rest at all.
Rough.
Yeah, and I think once you do that, if you're gonna have to make con saves too. Like, isn't it like a con save if you don't get rest or something? I'm just gonna say make a con save right now.
Sure. Ability check. No. Okay, just saving throw.
Perfect.
That's a 19.
Okay. All right, so you're good for an 8 hours of travel. But you feel like shit.
Yeah.
Because you already have one level of exhaustion, right?
I did not have one, but I do now.
Right. No, yeah, exactly. This was to save against another one for after traveling.
Got you.
Okay. All right. Quintus is sucking on blood. V didn't sleep. Illican, you're like feeling real primal today. And on that note, let's see if there's any encounters.
Remoraz time.
Yeah, I was gonna say now we draw that shit.
Or not.
Get your thumpers ready.
All right. Damn. Let me see. You guys have no fucking encounters today. Deadass.
Thank
It's only on here twice on the list, and you've rolled both. Of them.
God.
Lucky ass. All right, so again, we're dealing with enough issues as is. But the weather and your equipment and monsters are not one of your issues. But I will say, you get about 3/4 of the way through your day, and you see in the distance, a ways away from you, several smoke trails going into the sky. A camp, one of decent size. It is to the southeast of you.
Well, basically, like keeping pace with us as we.
You've caught up.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do about that, or you just want to keep on your merry way?
Press on.
Need any inspiration, boys? That's it right there. We're gaining on them. We're pulling ahead.
Is it like directly to the southeast, like that?
It's more east than south.
You
Yeah.
just want to start doing like a northward arc a little bit. Give him a wide berth.
Not a bad plan at all.
Might take some time off though, but if we can see them.
Just keep better eyesight, but I don't want to stray too far from the path here.
Let's see how tonight goes first before we start deviating.
All right. Do you want to push another hour?
I think a couple of us are already exhausted, so probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of us are on.
All right. It's the full moon. So as soon as it starts getting light, Illican, you're like jonesing. And so is fucking Quintus.
Yeah, as soon as we're done traveling, I'm taking a potion off my belt and quaffing it. Because
right.
I feel like at the end of the trip, he had already dug a dagger into his wrist and started sucking the blood out of that as a methadone.
Yeah, it's been sort of like that. The metallic-y
Pulling
taste
weasels out of the bag of tricks.
The metallic-y taste of metal is sweet to you. Like it tastes like sugar. So it's not, Quintus is not doing good, you guys. But if you want to drink one of those potions, that's fine. Take 2d8 poison damage.
Yeah. As we're starting to make camp for the night.
Sure. Yeah, you roll over in pain. And as this sort of potion sits in your stomach, you can feel it sort of burning, right? And a little bit of that black sort of veins, retract just slightly, right up your arm, giving you more time. Illican, you're moments away, bud.
Big smile.
What do you guys want to do?
Is now.
Tauten the rope a few times between my hands and get ready.
Okay. What is the plan?
Quintus will try to collect himself enough to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully the potion's putting in work. And I'll just say, could I also? I've also given the boots.
Give him the
We talked
boots.
about
Yeah.
that before, so he's attuned and all that.
I figured
So
that
that's
out.
spot.
Yeah, I figured that. Mm-hmm.
And then don't go more than 500 feet from this place.
Okay.
And hope that works.
Post the spell for me.
Yeah, so he will put a blink point near the tent entrance.
Okay. So here's what I want you to do. I think it's fair to want to. It's like you're like, you know how some people like they're like open yourself up to hypnotism and then they get hypnotized. You know what I mean? Like you can sort of open yourself up to the idea of being affected by this magic, but it's still, it has something to do with like what's inside of you, your like subconscious defenses, right? So what is your DC, Brendan?
16.
What kind of save is a whiz save? Oh, he's good at those,
Or-
aren't he?
Yeah,
I am good at
that's
wisdom,
why I was banking on him voluntary failing or a low portent today.
and I'm not exhausted, so.
Well,
Can
I was
low
I was
portent,
thinking.
maybe.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
well, I was just gonna say, can I cast crap, the
Mind sliver,
yeah, mind sliver.
What does that do?
debuff saving
It gives
throws.
him a minus D4.
Okay. So you guys you hit Elican with the spell, right? And then immediately V sort of summons up no, you fucking take this shit, right? And I want your DC to be increased to like an 18 for this.
I will make sure he is not in my aura.
Do I
Okay.
take damage from Mind Sliver?
Yeah, you also have to make an intelligence save, but that should be easier than a wisdom save.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead and make that save first, let's say.
Okay.
That's a fail.
fail.
So
You fail. You fail.
you
yeah.
take a D4 off of your save. You have a DC 18 now, right?
And
And 4 psychic damage.
oh,
And I'm
four,
trying to think of how else I can adjudicate
10.
this. I was also thinking I would allow it to be a con save instead, if that's worse for you.
Yeah, con is much worse.
Okay, because that now it's like your internal sort of strength instead of
Yeah, it's the
will.
like the werebear is trying to resist it at this point, less than
Yeah.
or more so than Illican is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the last thing he did was put down that blink back point, and then probably around the time the Mind Sliver went off, he started losing it.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna I'm gonna allow a con save DC 18. And you take a D4. Well, holy balls. All right. So
Well,
Illican doubles over, right? And then, like you've seen many times, his bones begin to shift and crack, and he turns into a polar bear and sort of looks over at you guys and looks over at the axe beaks
Shit.
and then wanders off. I don't think he fucks with the axe beaks.
Are we gonna tie him up?
I mean, if he
You want
looks
to tie him up?
I mean, big smile can try. Yeah.
Yeah. Right now it's out of Illican's control.
Yeah, I'll tie him up just so he doesn't accidentally. Like, I feel like he won't wander too far, but if he's wandering around the axe beaks, I don't know. If he
No.
can fight us.
I imagine he like has enough of Illican in there to sort of.
I think the suggestion is it's basically having like a numbing effect on him.
I think he
Okay.
should be good.
I mean,
I
if
think
he's
it would.
already good, I don't want to like aggravate him
so.
by jumping on him and like trying to
Yeah.
fuck with him. Like, I don't know if that'll,
All right.
I think I'm gonna like see how he's doing, just like ease off and keep the rope in the bag for now.
Just watch him like an unleashed dog.
Yeah, I just don't want to unhinge him.
He will try to get the fuck away from you guys, though. Like he does kind of want to get out of view.
That's mostly fine for now, I think.
Okay.
Can Grim keep an eye on him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll have Grim just keep an eye on him, and if he starts to, if anything happens, then Grim should fly back and start pecking at the dome.
All right. So, you guys want to get a long rest?
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna try to risk exhaustion by writing in my book.
Yeah.
You can get 1 hour for free, can't you?
Yeah.
I'll write an
Quick
hour
shifts.
and then that 1 hour's I'm done. We probably should start taking watch now that we're getting close to this.
Yeah, I was gonna also
Well, I
suggest
will
that
say,
watch.
I imagine you guys have been taking watch this whole time. We just don't need to do it necessarily because of like the way the random encounters have been working. But yes, you are more than welcome to take watch. Let's set that up. Who is on first watch? And it's not Illican, right? Because he's a bear.
He's on his own watch.
He's a
He's
bear.
on watch all night.
Gabar, you want to take the first one with me, kid?
Yeah, I'll stay up for the first watch, me and Big Smile.
Okay.
That was Sonar and Shield Guardian.
Okay. Anybody else? Second watch?
I don't know if Quintus is in any state to.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I'll do
Maybe
second
on
watch.
G either, yeah.
Okay, Sapphira?
Valan and Sapphira.
Just Sapphira. Valen is going to sleep. She needs her beauty.
She
sleep.
wants to be a snowdrifter. Way to pull your weight, Valan.
She'll wake up early. She'll take third watch. Does anybody else want to take a watch with Valen then? Because we only need 3, really.
I don't think we have the.
I think that's it, right?
Tonight, yeah. V and Quintus are both going through trials and tribulations, and
Yep.
Illigan's a literal bear.
Okay, so Quintus, you took your potion, right? And you felt the effects sort of withdraw, right? But as you like sort of go into the dome, right? You can just feel the, like, you know how when it's super fucking hot outside, you can like feel the sun's rays on you? You can just feel the moon on your skin, and it's like it's burning you, right? You want to transform so bad, and you still have this sort of hunger, right? It doesn't make it go away, but you're not going to transform, but you're shaking, right? Like there's adrenaline is rushing through your body because you're like supposed to transform, but this potion is withholding the magical effects, right? But the effects on your body are still like happening, right? So you're like having a hard time trying to find sleep as you just like shiver, right? And I think while you sort of lay down restlessly, and a big smile and Gabar are just like idly chit-chatting, you begin to hear the rattling of chains. As you
potions left, count the fucking days.
You say this to yourself, right? And you sort of turn over, and you can see the sort of glassy surface of the side of the dome. As I imagine you're like laying on a bedroll or something near the edge of the dome. You can see the sort of glassy surface of the dome that turns into an illusion once you like realize that you can look through it, right? And on the opposite side of the wall of the dome, there is a dark humanoid shape, sort of seated, with his arms like crisscrossed over his lap, devilish horns peeking from the top of his head, and these like burning red eyes. And I think you may hear his voice in your mind. You don't have to suffer, my child. I can help you, save you. I've been watching you
Quinlan Cordova. I've heard your calling. You and your companions have proven yourselves more useful than even my most devoted followers. I know you, my son, and I'm sure you know who I am.
And a slight, as if almost he's fighting against forces that are keeping him at bay, a slight nod.
I am Levistus, Prince of the Fifth, and I have come to offer you a deal.
He gives you a moment. As you sort of lay prone in the tent and where it's nice and warm or whatever, but you can just see his menacing figure right outside the dome.
Yeah, I think he's just like staring past the figure and is in full shutdown mode because he just doesn't want to give him slightest bit of satisfaction.
Make like a wisdom save. Or a deception check. Interesting. It's quiet for a while. For like too long. And he doesn't go away. He stays there, wrapped in these sort of dark chains. You can just see it as if there's a huge block of ice right outside, like a huge glacier right outside. And inside is this seated, sort of devilish man. And as the time sort of wears away, you'll hear inside your mind again, like a tisk tisk. Such a tragic life you have lived. Born into nobility by a family who sold your soul before you were even born. An outcast, pariah, as a small child. Your only friend and mentor killed to save your life. You've never gotten a chance to be anything more than a reject your whole life. Until now. But just as things are looking up for our young bard, he falls prey to a curse bestowed by the most evil of gods. You deserved better, child. You deserve so much better. Do you know what will happen to your immortal soul when your body dies? Well, do you remain silent?
Wait till the doom is inescapable. Then it'll be all the sweeter.
He ponders this.
Very well. But I have information for you.
I have to figure out how to word this.
Are you aware? No, he'll say, I know you are aware of the spindle. I know you know of it and its formidable power. I also know you are aware that my faithful servant Avarice and her Knights of the Black Sword are looking for this very artifact. But it seems you and your companions have outpaced my devotees. Not only that, but you hold the very key needed to unlock this relic. You see, your companion, the one you call V, is not what they seem. They know more than they let on. They have been lying to you from the very start. After everything you have been through, this V has never even considered telling you, their best friend, their deepest, darkest truth. They know what they are. They have always known. But what you may not know is that they hold within them the power to wield this spindle. Whether they intend to or not, the closer V gets to this lost Netherese city, the closer the spindle is to being activated once again. These Illithid, they own V. They made them what they are. This V will activate the spindle and will reignite the Illithid Empire once more. You mustn't allow this to happen. Are you interested in hearing my deal now?
He's gonna hold up one of the Wolfsbane potions and say 10 more days.
I guarantee you will not get a better deal from me than you will right now, because you currently hold all the cards. But if you wait to come knocking at my door until things are dire and you are desperate, I will remind you that you had a chance.
With all affect in his face and voice lost, he'll say, "What's the deal?"
Okay. He's very cool about it.
If you perish, you will be banished to the maddening abyss of the river Styx for 1,000 years, maybe more, until you will be able to slowly claw your way from the sluggish waters of the river into my lair of Stygia as a squirming lemure. It's a tragic fate for our tragic bard, but a tragedy I wish to amend. I wish to offer you a contract. I will cure your ailment, this lycanthropy. But I also offer you something far more valuable. Your immortal soul. It was never yours to begin with, but I can return it to you. In exchange, I ask for only one thing. This V will activate the spindle. But you cannot allow them to aid the illithid, because this spindle is of great importance to me. I intend to use the power of the spindle to release me from my icy prison. If you agree to use the spindle's power to free me and surrender the spindle to me, I will cure your lycanthropy now and return your soul to you when I am released. You will get no better deal than the one you are getting now.
Counter offer.
Make an insight check.
Yeah, I figured out that was beyond reproach on an archdevil.
Yeah, I'll allow it. The DC is ridiculous, but we'll see if you could get it by some miracle. You're fucking wet. Yeah, that is my fucking DC. Meet it to beat it, baby. I was like, I can't do 20 because I'm gonna make it 21. I swear on my life. Okay, so I will give you a little bit of more information. I'm sure you already knew this, but I'm gonna solidify it, right? Even though this guy's words are laced with just malice, right? You can tell, and you start putting together a bunch of shit, right? Like you have like a bit of a Sherlock Holmes moment where you're like, I've been writing about this for a decade now. Like I know what's going on, right? This is the pinnacle. This is the linchpin of the whole plan that I've been studying for years, right? He's got a bigger plan than just being released, right? He's not only going to use the spindle to release himself, but use it to assemble an army and challenge Asmodeus. But not only that, as you start to put it together, he's probably going to need V too.
Oh, fuck.
And that's only because you have a +3 and you rolled a fucking 21, which is exactly the DC I needed.
So if I accept the deal, I'm giving him the spindle and V.
That wasn't in the contract necessarily. That's not part of the contract, right?
Okay, so
But
I could
once
loophole
you
my
give
way
him,
out of that one.
once you give him power, though, he's just gonna do what he wants.
Yeah.
And yeah, once he has the spindle, he'll probably just try to kill you anyway.
Hey, but you'll have your soul. You won't go to hell.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
true. That's true.
That's the long game. This material plan, what, 120 years versus eternity?
Oh, Quintus is thinking.
Yeah, he's more than willing to give you back your soul. What is one soul to Archduke?
Yeah. Good fucking luck, buddy.
Hey, we'll see. Now that
My
he has
money's
the
on
soul-
Asmo.
We'll see. Well, I mean, hey, who knows? After Baldur's Gate
What's
3,
your
I
lineman again?
change the entire fucking lore behind this world, okay?
You're not evil, are you?
Next campaign, they're like, Asmodeus who?
Yeah,
don't
Leviscus
know.
starts a war with Asmodeus. They both die, and then Zariel comes over. And like, oh,
There's so much politics because then that's going to divert troops from the
Uh,
blood war, and the
oh,
demons are
man.
going to
Listen,
get. It's,
you don't think I don't know
Oh,
all about this stuff, man? All right, but that's not what
Asmodeus,
we're
I don't
talking
know.
about.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
know.
what we're talking about
I'm
right
just
now.
stalling.
Yes, you are. If you sit and think for it for a minute, right? He will say that he can send an emissary, a lawyer. You know, he'll send someone your way tomorrow. You have a day to think about it.
All I'm doing is making sure spindle isn't used for illicit purposes.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, he'll talk to a infernal lawyer.
We'll speak again soon. Good night, my child.
And then with like the whoosh of wind and the rattle of chains, this sort of illusion disappears. And all of this has sort of happened in your mind. You know what I mean? Like, no, like Big Smile and Gabar are like drinking fish beer and are just like chilling. And wow, this like horrible thing is happening to you. All right. Is there anything anyone who wishes to talk about during your watches? No.
Nothing
All
in
right.
particular, no.
No.
All right. As a bear, I need Illican to roll a survival check to see if you get any fish or something.
where's the nearest river at?
So I think it's
as
like a
bear,
wisdom.
I guess should I use like the bear stats because I'm technically, I'm not wild shape.
Oh yeah, just make a survival check.
Straight up.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you're well sated from your little expedition.
How far is 500 feet? Could he?
What, less
Let's
a
see.
mile, less than a mile,
A tenth of a mile.
Yeah.
No, it's a tenth of a mile.
So
Yeah.
he's going. What's it called? Like the whole fishing or whatever. That's his best bet.
Yeah, or something. I imagine there's rabbits or something. You find something.
Yeah, he
like
finds
whatever.
something, yeah.
Whatever fucking polar bears eat when they're not on the ice. That's what you eat. But you feel well sated, and you don't go too far.
Beautiful.
Eventually, everybody wakes up in the morning. So let's do the things we do to get our long rest in.
And there goes a natural 20 important. Great.
Hey. That's not good.
That's fine. Oh, that's
went
not
back-
good.
It went back down to 10, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So everybody wakes up in the morning. Quintus, how long do those potions last? 8 hours?
I think there's 24, right?
24 hours? Okay,
Yeah.
so it'll do you to the next night. You have
Is
to
it
take one
Yeah, so at every camp.
at every camp. That's right. Okay.
It's a new month. Yes.
It is. What's today?
Marpanoth first?
Marpanoth.
2 months in game time.
All right. I
3
can't
months,
wait.
because didn't we start on like Flame Roll first?
Flame rule. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's now the first of a linked, right?
No,
Marpanoth.
Elaine's
No,
was the past.
Marpanoth.
Oh, we did kite. We
Marpanoth?
Where's that calendar?
Yeah, I have the key. The game started on the first of Flame Rule, so we did Flame Rule, we did Elysius, and
And
we're on
we
the
did-
first of Lent.
Elent, yeah.
Yeah, Lance. So yeah,
We're on a
We
link.
just
yeah.
wrapped up Elaine.
No,
No, we just wrapped up Elysius.
yes.
Save
right.
Wait. I thought it
Martha
was. Oh, I thought it was a length. Yeah, I had it in my notes for.
It's Elaine. It
No,
is.
because
So this
Elysius
is-
30th was when we got at Sky Tower.
No.
What? Yes, it is. He's
Yeah,
right.
It's been a full 3 months.
It has. He's right. Yeah. There's been more than one full moon. There's been more than one new moon. It is. It is. He's right.
No, that was this. That no. Illiken's only transformed once. In the shed in the woods.
And the night of the
fight in Sky Tower.
in Sky Tower. Remember, he was gonna transform in Sky Tower. Remember?
Did we go to Sky
Yes.
Tower after y'all moved?
I'm certain of that, actually. I remember because
Yes.
y'all were like, fuck, he's gonna transform on the day that he's gonna have to fucking fight his uncle. I remember that.
Yeah, we must have.
All right, yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'm
off
looking at
about
my
the
notes. Elysius 27th, we got to the Lost Spire.
So the 20.
So-
I don't know why I wasn't recording all the Elysius dates, but
I just forgot to
21st,
update my calendar then to
We were like going. Yeah, we were going to y'all mood.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty certain that we're
it's
that
Marpenoth.
we're in Marpenoth, yeah.
Oh, I was keeping track of the date. I just didn't always mention the month. Yeah, it tracks.
No, we're not there yet though, because High Harvest Tide is today.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Labor
yeah,
Day?
Harvest Tide is
Oh,
on
no.
21st of Lent.
Oh,
We passed it.
No. Don't worry about the 21st. No, that don't worry about that box. Every 31st day that has something underneath of it is a holiday. So like midwinter is Hammer 31st.
Yeah, I think those boxes are just the solstices
Yeah, I'm not sure what the fuck
and
those
the
are, but-
equinox because there's 4
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
But the
Um,
Tarshash has 30. The 31st is green grass, and then
I
Flame
feel like
Roll
you
has
explained this.
field meat or
So
midsummer.
even though it doesn't say there's a 31st of Hammer, that means there's a 31st.
Yeah, there is
That is
no
Yeah, instead of a
31st.
31st, there's a holiday in
It's
between the
not
months.
called 31st. It's a
It's
holiday
called
instead.
Yeah, it doesn't even have a number. It's just called midwinter.
It's just
Yeah,
called
it's
Midwinter.
not part of
Okay.
a
Yeah.
month.
No, it's not
Yeah,
part of a month,
yeah.
and it doesn't have a date to it. You would just say it's midwinter.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And honestly, it makes a lot of sense. Like
Yeah, like
that's-
medieval times, they just go like it's St. Anthony's Day, not it's March, whatever.
Right. Exactly.
I just realized, are there 5 of these? So does that add up to 365 days actually? Oh wait, no, there's 1, 2.
I think
No, there's 6 of
Midsummer and
them.
Shield Meat are like the same day.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they're
Yeah,
all
because
5,
there's 12 months of 30, which is 360 days, and 5 holidays.
yeah,
so
and
it's
then
the
5
same as our
holidays.
calendar.
Yeah, 365. Yeah.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah. So actually, today is High Harvest
Okay,
Tide.
so today's a special day. Yeah,
Yes, it is. I don't know what it is. Let's look it up.
it's. I was just looking.
Yeah, I guess the fall harvest.
What is it called?
Is
High Harvest Tide.
Marpenoth is
A feast
October.
to celebrate it's Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's
I
definitely
harvest.
something that we don't celebrate in Icewind Dale.
Yeah,
Abundance of food.
but you
Huh.
did celebrate it when you're in your hometowns. Those of you who follow the calendar, so I guess not
Or not
Not-
Illiken.
Illican, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like Thanksgiving.
As we're sitting in the hut, freezing, eating good berries.
Yeah, it said that children who are born on this day are blessed by Timora, like how the ones that are born in the midwinter are blessed by the Frostmaiden. Cool. So this is probably Kayumbe's birthday.
Ambe!
I think I have like one more old ration in my bag that like I'll pull out and like divvy up whatever left of dry fucking tack and 3-month-old stale bread.
Sure. Well, everybody wakes up in the morning, right? And as everybody sort of comes to consciousness, gets on your way, starts getting ready to go. After about an hour and a half of travel, a fucking blizzard hits. So what do you guys want to do about that? I think there are rules for going through a blizzard. Let me get those up. I will say it's probably not so bad that you can't travel in it. Let me find my notes about it. Limits hearing, disadvantage on ranged weapon attacks, disadvantage on perception checks that rely on hearing. Extinguishes open flames, disperses fogs, erases tracks in the snow, and makes flying by non-magical means nearly impossible. Visibility is reduced. And okay, so the only real thing you have to worry about is veering off course. So you can still travel in it if you want to.
Hopefully, Illiken's Outlander ability will help with that.
Yeah, and if you travel a consistent time, you will make it so like there. So you're almost there. So you guys are going to try to push through it?
Yeah, I think just get out the horn of silent alarm in case we get separated.
Okay.
Somebody can call out to people without letting the army know we're here.
Let
Is
me
that
make.
what my horn does?
I think so. Let me see if you have any encounters today. Yeah, you do.
Is it a blizzard?
No, it's the Blizzard Plus. Yeah, it's the Blizzard.
Really?
It's the Blizzard Plus weather,
That's,
which equals
that's
Blizzard.
ironic.
All right, so now you just got to make checks and stuff to deal with it.
All right, got the horn ready.
Okay. So first and foremost, I think let's make one survival check. I'll give it to Illiken, I guess, because he's gonna guide. I'll give you advantage, because Tariq and Big Smile are helping you.
Okay, what skill is it again?
Just make a survival check. This is separate from the skill challenge.
I'm gonna give guidance.
No
Oh,
need.
need
Okay,
it.
so you're not gonna veer off course all day, so I can go ahead and move you. But now we need to do a skill challenge. So how do you want to deal with the blizzard? You can also make a skill survival check again, right? This is separate now. All right, but the blizzard is beating on you guys. You have to like cover your faces. The axe beaks are like, blinded and they're not doing so hot. How do you guys want to handle traveling all day long? So here's the other thing. This blizzard does not fucking stop. Like usually they last 2d4 hours, right? This has been all fucking day.
She's
And it don't
angry.
no signs. Does anybody have Druidcraft?
Oh.
Right, that's the name of that spell, right? Druidcraft.
Is it
Yeah.
well,
That's
actually,
the one
is
that
it
predicts the weather.
is that a spell or a cantrip?
Cantrip.
It's like,
Yeah, nah.
Okay. Regardless, out of character. If you have the thing, you can tell it's going blizzard tomorrow too. Like it doesn't stop. So let's do a skill challenge. How do you guys want to handle this traveling through a fucking blizzard all day?
Oh boy. Okay, let's see what we can do.
Can I sleight of hand and bullshit together some makeshift blinders for the axe beak so they can stay focused?
Sure.
That's why I took this feat.
That's a success. You make some blinders to sort of, or like those little squinty goggles, you know, or something so that the axe beaks don't get all distracted and fucked up. All right, who's next?
Can I use a spell to do locate object on something that I know Illikin has on his person, like his hat, and that way I can
Sure.
just like track it through the snow?
Yeah, absolutely. You can make whatever kind of check you want to make for that.
Let's just do fucking. I guess it would be like kind of perception to keep an eye.
I was
on
thinking.
the
That's what I
glowing
was
thing.
thinking too.
Not great. It's hard to see.
It is hard to see. That's a failure. One success, one failure.
Like plus Blizzard's knock concentration off. So
Sure. I was gonna just let it slide because this is a skill challenge. So, all right, what's next?
Big Smile's axe beak is between the blizzard and like the newfound coldness of just Big Smile's body. This axe beak is probably not doing so good. If I can like warm it up or keep it like mobile so it doesn't get too cold.
Okay.
I
How do
did
you want
an
to do
animal
that?
handling check last time. So I
Well,
don't
you
know
can
if
do
that's
another one if you want. Yeah, you can. It's a new day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna say maybe medicine check, but if you'll let me do animal handling.
Oh, for
that's
sure. You can for sure do animal handling.
far better. Oh,
That-
1, 2.
That's a second failure.
The more I like rub him, just the colder I'm making him because my hands are just frozen. by the
Freezing.
snow.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else? You basically have one more shot to get a success.
one more shot to get 3 in a row.
Well,
Yeah.
somebody just do something, and I'll just give you the portent to make you pass.
I
Whatever you do, you roll a 16.
Good job,
okay.
V.
I make an athletics check.
Yeah.
Don't do
You
that.
have a
you'll
negative
still fail.
3, do you?
Use history.
Yeah.
All right, no, it's fine. All right, one that I'll just get. You can just throw in one success on top of the pile. So now you have 2 successes and 2 failures.
Hey, look, and that survival check didn't count for this challenge. Want to do something?
Yeah, you
else?
can make it. You want to do another?
Yeah, I guess if I can do survival again, then it would be.
You
worth
may.
it.
Absolutely, that is the best.
I'm
check
just
to make.
thinking. I'm just thinking what he would actually do. I guess just in general to make sure that the axe beak doesn't like freak out
Okay.
and stay the course of it while also like keeping his fingers from freezing off.
Okay, make a survival check. I'll allow it.
He's like fiddling with a tinderbox or trying to produce flame or whatever, so he doesn't like lose control of the reins. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
That is a 3rd success.
Oh, baby.
All right.
Take us home, Sapphira.
So now it's like make or break.
Yeah.
All right. I will just, I guess, do what I did before and just try and like use athletics to try and like push our cart forward through the.
Okay, so the sled gets stuck, and in this fucking blizzard, you hop off and try to like get the shield guardian to help you, like get the. Yeah, all right, I'll allow it.
Yeah,
Okay,
Heavy
check.
snow is constantly piling on it and slowing down
Piling,
the axe
mhm.
beaks.
That's a failure.
Can I use guidance for that? Is it too late?
Oof, I'll allow it. All right, so
All
you
right, all right.
succeed. You succeed. And
Oh.
another day of travel passes.
Okay.
I like the 4. I think it's been 4 this whole time, but I'm not sure. But it needs to be 4 for sure. 4 successes over 3 failures for sure. Okay,
That's pretty
so
balanced.
yeah, that feels about right. So you guys make it through another day, and it is still blizzarding like crazy, right? The wind has been whipping at you all day. You have, your either if you have like hair, your hair is frozen back. Your eyes have the ice on your eyelashes. Like you guys are just like doing real bad. You know who's not doing so bad? Fucking Big Smile. He's thriving. Yeah.
Hell yeah, big smile.
Big Smile is thriving.
Fucking
So
sunbathing out here.
Yeah, dude's got literally just a
His
white
shirt
beater
off.
on.
All right, so near the end of the day, you guys are like just can't fucking take it anymore. But I will say, it doesn't seem to be slowing at all. What are you gonna do about the axe beaks? Because they will just die.
All right.
Maybe this is
I guess this is why we didn't use the dome early on.
trouble. Yeah. On this
Alright.
Gabar kid, you got a solution? Otherwise, I'm gonna burn the Chillinga gift here.
I need another hour of studying.
Well, I got
You-
two
I can't
uses.
You do it
So-
this time, and I can handle it from here on out.
I'll keep. I can always got one in the back pocket too.
Okay.
So big small. Go to a knee and kind of touch the snowflake on his forehead and thinks about it as like the snow. Thinks about his little Chewinga buddy as the snow falls and starts to like form an igloo for us.
Yes, so a little igloo appears, and you sort of stuff all the axe beaks inside of this igloo, and you feel like they're gonna be all right. And
That
you
means
guys,
I have to stay in with the axe.
You
beaks
do.
too. Yeah.
yeah. So you're sleeping
I'm
with the
a
axe beaks tonight,
+7 animal handling and speak with beasts
and
That-
immune
that's-
to cold.
Yeah,
and you're
that's not
good.
maybe the worst situation
No.
for Big Small.
No. All right. So everybody sort of starts making camp, right? And as you know, the dome gets created by Valen, right? Quintus, you're about to head in, right? When you hear this pop, and everyone will notice that sort of flying, fluttering with these little tiny wings is an imp. But this imp appears to be like almost like, you know what the cold light walkers look like, right? From Game of Thrones. It's kind of like that, where his skin is all blackened from frostbite, and his lips are like sucked back on his teeth, right? And he's just shivering. And he's like covered in frost and ice dangling from his nose and his eyebrows, you know, like he's just covered in frost and ice, and he's sort of shivering, and he like appears before Quintus, and he will like snap his fingers, and as he does, a fucking contract will just roll out of his hands, and everyone in the group sees this, and it just sort of appears, and it's like a, you know, something like I am here representing Levistus, or like our great lord. You know, he does the whole title thing for him.
I was expecting like an Aaron use or something, but I guess this makes sense.
It doesn't have a lot of power. This Levistus.
Well, I gave you all fair warning.
Everyone is here. Yeah, like everyone sees this. Does anybody say anything about an imp appearing and saying, "I'm here representing Levistus" to Quintus?
Just
The giant fiery scroll, ice-covered scroll.
Yeah.
had to explain.
I explained on Angajuk what the stakes are. And there's more stakes than we know.
So you did it then?
This is my chance.
The potions are working, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's not for the lycanthropy that I'm making the deal.
You had time, did you not? Why are you making this deal?
It's not about the lycanthropy anymore.
What's the terms? If you don't mind me asking.
He'll turn to V and say, "I'm sorry." and explain the whole thing with the spindle.
But what's the whole thing?
Yeah, I do need a little more.
So yeah, I'll go into more
Yeah.
details. That Levistus will give me the two things I need if I help deflect the power of the spindle away from illithid design. And you're part of that design.
I'm part of that in what way?
There's a reason the illithid have been hounding you, and it wasn't for the psi crystal. And that might have been part of it, but the real reason, I ran into this with Kadroth. Devils only use the truth when it suits them best. You know what I'm talking about.
So we either help Levistus get control of the spindle, or we leave it to the illiths, is what you're saying?
That's the gist I got.
Well, I don't like those choices. But if one of them gets you your freedom, isn't that the better one?
It's just short-sighted and selfish, and I know it. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to do it.
Well, I don't know about everyone else, but if I had to choose between devils or that we've never even encountered before, or these alien creatures that have almost killed us, then I wouldn't want the latter.
I mean, this is my one shot. I mean, a devil giving away a soul on a deal is unheard of.
That spindle must allow this Levistus to do something that he can give up your soul for.
You do know what it does.
Yeah, it calls the illithid fucking empire.
Actually, from what you heard from those little floating jellyfish things that were in the ship, it can open a portal to fucking anywhere.
Where,
Ooh.
hell.
Yeah, I think Illican
Nessus,
was
the inside of a glacier in Stygia. Few places.
But yeah, Illican was referring more to like Levistus's motivations.
Well,
Quintus, what do you know of Levistus? What could he possibly want more so than a soul?
he wants to be free. He's been trapped in an iceberg for eons after a failed coup.
Rory, I was gonna say
So you're
we're gonna-
gonna give him a chance then?
My money's on Asmodeus.
something devil, you know, but I'm just saying if
Like that
we
makes
have
things,
I
like
think that we're
makes
missing
things
the
easier. You absolute bastard.
First off, that was uncalled for. Second off, we're gonna give the power of this fucking thing that can override the power of the archdevil himself.
He's a god.
And this is the power to overrule a god. We're gonna give Levistus that power.
Yes.
Feel reserved about this plan, Quintus. I'm usually all for, ends justify the means and all, but this one might be teetering that. Yeah, it's kind of fucking gray line.
You're offering a change to the order of things. You're offering another archdevil to overthrow another archdevil. Who knows if this other archdevil is going to make things worse for all of us?
That's what they do. The first goes through archdevils like people change clothes.
And you just said yes to this?
You're looking at the contract. Blank dotted line.
Everyone looks over the
What
imp
about-
that's like, I really don't have all day.
All right.
Why,
Then I want you to
is
leave.
there only two? Why are there only two options? Why are there only two options? Why can't we-
You're out of here.
Why can't we keep the Illithid from using the spindle and not give it to Levistus?
Isn't that breaking the deal with the devil?
There are no deals. He doesn't have any deals yet. This is the deal. Right?
Well, but that would still mean that Quintus's soul is still forfeit, would it not? If he doesn't own his own soul. Levistus does, and if he says no, then he's not going to be giving it back anytime soon.
I said it was selfish. This is why. It's. I mean, yeah, a lot of bad shit could happen, but the rebellion could also be crushed, and this could all be contained to the hells.
I'm not going to offer any other. I am not going to offer any other alternatives to the situation. I want you to leave.
Well, you think the Illithids taking the spindle wouldn't alter the planar cosmology?
I
At least I'm familiar with how to kill them.
We killed an Illithid. This is the Illithid Empire we're talking about. If we side with them, there's not going to be a Sword Coast left when they're done with it.
What makes an archdevil any different? An archdevil and whatever armies he has control of.
An archdevil, you can at least understand the logic. Illithids are wholly alien.
And their logic is also selfish.
Just also want to add to this conversation. I'm not exactly sure if Levistus is beholden to the Pract Primeval either.
I would assume not, because that was
Right?
Yeah,
He didn't
no.
make the deal. Asmo did.
that was
Asmodeus
Medeus.
made the deal.
Yeah. He could fuck right off with that.
Yeah. I mean, that's like invoking the wrath of the gods, though.
Yeah, like that would be planar war on a scale nobody's ever seen.
It all comes down to Quintus.
Again, why are there only two options?
Because I don't want to be a fucking Lemure.
Sure.
Look how far you've come in the past 3 months. You've almost uncovered the entire plot of what he's trying to do. Who knows what you can do in another year, 2, 3. You have time. We have time. We can solve this.
That's assuming that
Different way.
we survive this place we're going to as well. Just want to throw that out there. Not to be, the Gabar, but yeah, we might all fucking die still.
Nice to have your soul if that happened.
All I have to say on this matter is that if there are truly two choices, Quintus, I must say that though neither of them are appealing. If you were to make the deal with Levistus, I think it marginally better for the devils to fight amongst themselves, possibly spill into our realm, than a shore invasion by a united Lilithid force.
Exactly my thoughts.
However-
Either way, it just means more heartache for the people of the 10 towns.
Yes, Sapphira, there may be another way.
What
Quintus,
other
I
way?
know this would complicate things for you, but if you withheld on the deal and we acquired this spindle, I'm sure Levistus would come crawling back, and you would have even more cards than you have now.
That is
Thank
if
you.
V
And
doesn't.
option 3.
I love V is pushing for this, but
V kind of inspired Illican to say that.
yeah, but V is the reason.
What is option 3? Not making the deal, taking the spindle for ourselves.
Well, yeah, because if Quintus has the spindle, he actually does have decent leverage over Levistus, even if Levistus wants to play coy.
My issue is I don't know if we're going to have a chance to stop the Illithid Empire once V is in contact with the spindle.
A fair point. As I said, I know of war, but I know little of the makings of these creatures. What would happen if one even touched this spindle? Could a mortal mind even handle its power?
V, you seem confused.
What makes you think I would aid the Illithids?
I'm not sure you'll have a choice. I mean,
What
their
are you
whole
saying,
brand is
Quintus?
domination. I don't know if the
That's
second
why
you get
there
that
are
close,
5 of you.
But why V?
they were uh, Thrall, Pawn, Mind Flayers. They, I mean, change. Like, things permanently change in a state like that. And so I can't
Okay.
rule out that the hive mind takes over and you just open the floodgates the second you're there.
I agree about what you're saying, and I see where you're coming from, but that is why I have you all. Yes, I may be more susceptible to them, but
But
I have all of you.
Klondorn's journal referenced Illithids on countless other worlds besides this one. If that thing can open a portal, it doesn't matter if there's 5 adventurers in there, 10 adventurers, an army of Illithids going to pour through.
Then we won't activate it. I don't see what the issue is.
We must
keep
do
it from
something
being
with it.
activated. Exactly.
We
But
don't close
V-
in on it, though. That's basically giving it to Avarice.
We
Or
don't want
whoever else can
Avarice
get
to
there.
have it. Yes, we don't want Avarice to have it. But
Whatever other pawns Levistus will send after this.
Do you wonder if that's why Avarice wants it too, to free her master, and she becomes the chosen of Levistus?
He told me as much.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So instead, you be the one that's in good favor with them. That's not so bad, I guess.
So what
I
difference
think
would
it'd
it
be
make
neutral.
if? So what difference would it make if both of you are now in service of Levistus?
I'd have my soul for one.
Oh, and that automatically makes it better.
For me, yes. Definitively.
V, frankly, I want you to know I'm on your side here, but I don't know what will happen if you get anywhere near the spindle now that I think of it.
I mean, remember what happened just walking into the Nautiloid.
So do I not go?
I'm not
You
saying
all
that.
to
I say we
find
have some
Everest while you're gone?
insurance. I'm saying we have some insurance against the Illithids.
What do you guys want to do?
If we do this, all I can say is that I damn hope Levistus won't be knocking at my damn door after I do this for him.
You're not making the deal, I am.
Ultimately, it is your decision, my friend.
Quintus.
Just know that the moment that Levistus does try to reach for me, I'll be ending your life. I look over to Quintus.
I think you grossly misunderstand the thing you say you fight against so much, but all right.
Look, Quintus. Why did you fight the Charlatan Dragon? I know why I did. Why did you?
I'm trying to stop people dying from these machinations. I know for a fact the Illithids will kill people. It's up in the air whether the devils will even make it out of the hells with this.
But why put it in the air to begin with?
It already is. That army could close in on us tomorrow. Avarice could still beat us to the glacier.
Well, I've always stood by your decisions. I trust you, I guess. I hope this is the right one.
I don't trust me. And yeah, this close to the promise of his soul, he can't say no.
Say the words.
Science's name on the dotted line. Kalon Cordova.
Boom.
So
Say the line, Bart.
you approach the paper, right? As the bottom of it sort of floats up into the air. And a pen just appears in your hand, a quill just appears in your hand, and pressing up against it, you would think it would like fold under the pressure, but it's like hard as a rock underneath, and you can easily sign your name on it, and it sort of lights up in these red letters, right? Like it after you write it, it all glows red, right? And then all of the words all along the folded contract all glow red all at once. And the imp will nod towards you. And the contract burns up into flames, right? In his hands. He will disappear. Pop! And as we hang on the weight of this decision, we'll end the session here.
Oh, fuck.
You still hungry?
No. And you do feel a little bit light. Like lighter than you've ever felt in your entire life. Right? As the black sort of veins just like disappear. You feel good?
Oh, not really, but
No, not really. All right. We'll end the session there.
Nice.
Everybody be
Damn,
making
that
deals.
sucks.
Everybody be making some
Yeah.
deals.
The wheels are falling
That
off, bro. This
sucks.
is fucking desperation mode.
Yeah, that sucks.
We haven't
This is
even made it to
crazy,
the
dude.
caves of hunger yet.
The
I
caves of hunger.
Making a deal with the devil isn't that bad. I mean, Abe did fine. You know?
that dude is just like a Cambion or something.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well-
Illican is just in a party with such liabilities. Like everyone has the most fucking baggage.
Yeah, I guess Ellican's the only one who like literally has no baggage.
Well, I don't know.
Besides the
He's a
people, well,
freaking
besides-
werebear.
Werebear, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, but he doesn't care if he can't really interact with too many 10-pounders. But his clan is definitely on the line.
Oh yeah.
That's like
I was
that's
just-
his baggage, I guess.
Oh yeah. Yeah, y'all already
Just keeping
helped
it
him
in
deal with
closet
his
every month.
baggage, guys.
Yeah.
Like
But yeah,
There's
it's
a
been like
whole-
partially dealt with. So
it was a whole thing.
I mean, just like
Yeah.
in stark comparison, every other character is like just the biggest liability right now. Also, do we know where the spindle is?
No. You know it's in Yithrin.
Right.
I got a little
Everybody wants it.
solution for that. Find it quick.
I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked. All right.
You know how big the spindle is?
It's huge.
It's very big, yes.
Is it? It is
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
Okay.
Are we?
Yeah,
good
like
for
V had a vision
11?
of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. V did have a vision of it.
I think we're good for the 11th, right?
Twice, I think.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Somebody
it's
had something in
the
like
week-
2 weeks or something.
The week after the 18th, I will be in Atlanta
Yeah.
on a work trip.
We'll be just getting into the caves probably.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah. I will say I did some figuring in my head. We still probably got a solid 20 or 30 sessions left.
Oh, it's like another like 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be I maybe on the lower end, maybe 20, but like we tend to drag things out a little long. Like I overestimate sometimes.
I mean, shit, how long were we in the tomb for? That was probably 10, 15
whole
Yeah.
games.
No, it was
Probably
like the
long.
whole. Yeah, we got to Omu on 35
At
or so.
level 5.
Right,
We
but
were
when did
level
we
5.
enter into the tomb?
We were
Not
like level
very
6,
long
7.
after. It was a couple.
Well, because we had to
because
do
you
all
fought
the
King of
temples.
Feathers.
Well, yeah, we did the King of
Yeah.
Feathers, Rosnisi, you know.
The Fane of the
I
Night
have to look
Serpent.
this up.
Oh
Hold
yeah,
on.
the Fane of the Night Serpent.
Yeah,
Boy,
we
that was
dicked
a
around in
good game.
Omu for a while.
Yeah.
was fun.
That was a
And there
good
were
game.
like 9 temples in there.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah.
It's only like
Hell, is
Evolutions and
Agmira,
up on like Big Snake or some shit.
Yeah, but I mean, that was at least 30 sessions just in Omu and the tomb. Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, right now, this episode is like when you were fighting a Sararak, right? Like in 61,
Yeah, we were
62,
like
63, something like that is when you were fighting a Sararak.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
we were very rapidly overlapping Tomb.
I knew it was
Oh
going to
my
be much
God.
more. I knew when I was getting into it that I was like, this is going to be a lot longer of a game than Tomb.
That's crazy.
Obviously, it's a lot more complicated as well. Like, there's a lot more
Oh,
moving
yeah.
parts in this one than in Tomb. All right. Well, I had lots of fun.
Here's
Yeah.
yours.
Good session.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
great
session,
everybody.
Great
everybody.
RP all around across the table.
Yeah.
Can't wait to
Yep.
dungeon delve.
Yeah,
Yep.
man.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm ready.
a good dungeon dive is always welcome.
Oh, it's fucking coming. This place is
I mean,
huge.
It's called the Caves of Hunger. Like, how can you not?
Yeah, it's
I
I
pretty
guess
cool.
like the Isle of Solstice was like kind of like dungeony, but not really.
We were in and out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I think
Just-
that
I can't like when's the last like actual dungeon dive we've
Lost
done?
Spire.
Lost Spire, yeah.
yeah,
There wasn't
you
really,
guys,
like-
the Ragged Sanctuary a little bit.
Kind of. Those were
Yeah.
small though, you know, like a good
Yeah.
size
Oh, no,
multi-map
yeah.
level dungeon. Oh, that'd be nice.
Nah, since Tomb. Yeah, this place is huge.
Sweet.
So it's not multi-map, but it's got like a bunch of rooms in it. There's a lot of shit going on.
Awesome.
And that's
Can't
before
wait to
you get
find
to
out.
Yithrin. But Yithrin's gonna be a lot more like Omu, right? Where it's one map with a bunch of points of interest, and you sort of
Yep.
go around the points of interest, and there's like a whole thing there.
The Lost Spire was a big dungeon.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Alright,
Well,
So, just so real quick. So we arrived in Omu on session 30. And
we ended on like
was
60.
in 63.
Yeah, but we did the King of Feathers and
64, technically.
all,
Yeah,
not
64.
all. Well, you only did like 6 of the temples though, right? Because some of the other ones were
Dagmyra knocked a couple out.
Yeah.
So
Like
Omu
this
was about
different
half the
shit.
game.
What a good game. That was a great game. This one's good
was.
too. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. I got to talk to Eric now. I want to talk to him.
All right.
Catch you boys.
So excited.
Talk to y'all later.
Mhm.
Tell him all the secrets. All right. Bye, guys.
See
Yep, see
ya.
y'all later. Goodbye.